FM, DAB, Freeview, the BBC Sounds app and smart speakers. Your commentary team in Dorset is the former Bournemouth defender and assistant boss, John Williams, alongside Rob Sills.
Thank you, Jordan. From Bolton down to Bournemouth, Manchester United, the visitors. It's a similar journey that Manchester United have had to make, actually, from Bolton down to Bournemouth for this one this afternoon. But the Vitality bathed in sunlight, full to the rafters with raucous Bournemouth fans at either end of the field. And as we've just been talking about the various different forms coming into this game, let me just run you through those teams again. The starting 11 for AFC Bournemouth: Neto's in goal, Milos Kerkez is at left back, Marcos Senesi's come in to replace Lloyd Kelly, Ilya Zabani and Adam Smith make up the back four. Lewis Cook and Ryan Christie are the two centre midfielders, with Justin Kluivert ahead of them. The wide men Dango Ouattara and Luis Sinisterra come in for the injured Antoine Semenyo and Marcus Tavernier, with Dominic Solanke leading the line. For Manchester United, they're unchanged from the side that drew 2-2 with Liverpool. Andre Nana starts in goal, Diogo Dalot and Aaron Wan-Bissaka are the fullbacks, with Willy Kambwala and Harry Maguire at centre back. Kobbie Mainoo, Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro are the three centre midfielders, with Marcus Rasmus Højlund and Alejandro Garnacho on the wingers. Two firecrackers have just scared the living daylights out of me and Willow down in front of us, right on the touchline in front of us as the flamethrowers going up. The two teams have just emerged from the tunnel. Bournemouth in their traditional home colours, black and red shorts with black socks and black shorts. Manchester United in an all-white strip as they line up down below us, and we can see the fog from those firecrackers just starting to float across the pitch now, obscuring our view ever so slightly. But Willow, what an afternoon this is for football. We should be in for a cracker.
Yes, absolutely. You know, you don't often get too many bad games when Manchester United come to town. Over the years, there's plenty of history between the two clubs, going back to my time as a player and, you know, Harry's time as a manager. But we've got ourselves in a situation today where we can do the double over them for the season, which would have been unthinkable many years ago, but not now. We're quite capable of going to away ground, going to home, being at home and picking up results against major teams. We've done it lots of times. Liverpool springs to mind, Chelsea springs to mind, Arsenal. The only ones we can't seem to get one over is Man City. So hopefully today we can put one over on Man United.
Absolutely. Bournemouth going to Old Trafford in December, of course, coming up 3-0 victors thanks to goals from Dom Solanke, Marcos Senesi and Philip Billing. And how about this for a stat, Willow? If Dom Solanke or Marcos Senesi score today, they will be only the second player behind Josh King to score home and away for Bournemouth against Manchester United in a single season. King did that in the 2019-2020 season. So one to keep your eye on if Dom Solanke can score. And with 16 goals to his name this season, it's quite likely he might.
Yeah, look, you can't speak highly enough of Dominic. The way he puts himself about on the football pitch is absolutely exemplary. He brings players into play, he works off the ball, and then you add the fact that he makes goals, and he's only got 16 this season, which is up there with the top boys. So we're looking here today. I think the one thing about Dominic, I just think Harry Maguire, I think Dominic could do something in terms of, there won't be a match in terms of pace. Dominic is much quicker, but we'll just have to see if we can get him close to Maguire.
So the players are stripped, they're ready to go. Manchester United going to kick from right to left, Bournemouth left to right. As we look at it away to our left, the Bournemouth players in their huddle, preparing themselves for kick-off. The Manchester United players are all out in their positions. Willy Kambwala's on his knees saying his final few prayers before kick-off, and the referee trots it towards the centre circle. The ground is full, as you would expect when Manchester United come to town. The away supporters over from us bathed in sunlight, a couple of fans over to the far side shielding their eyes from the setting sunlight. But of course, AFC Bournemouth against Manchester United, 12th versus 7th in the Premier League. And a word on Andoni Iraola, Willow, just before we get underway. Manager of the month, how pleased are you for him?
Yeah, fully deserves it, of course, you know, to put them wins together at a really important time. Things really have turned round, and now we're on the 41 point mark, and I'm sure we all want to finish as high as we possibly can in terms of record points.
So the players take the knee. to signal no room for racism, and then the referee Tony Harrington just checks his watch, and Manchester United are going to get us underway, and away we go. Fernandes rolls it all the way back to Andre Onana on the edge of the Manchester United box, and in his all green strip he rather skews the clearance out towards the halfway line. Rashford flicks around the corner to Højlund, who plays a quick 1-2 with Mainoo down by the AFC Bournemouth corner flag. Højlund with Zabani for company, well defending by Ouattara, and clears it all the way down the line up towards the halfway line. Harry Maguire to Wan-Bissaka, midway inside the Bournemouth half now on this near hand side, back towards the halfway line as Bournemouth try and get a bit of press on. Maguire chips it down the left wing, and then Rashford can only head it out for a throw into Bournemouth right by that corner flag. Away to our left, and Adam Smith, the Bournemouth right back's gone across to retrieve the ball. Antonio Raiola already out barking instructions at somebody. I think he was telling Sinisterra to push forward slightly, because there isn't a potential for a quick Bournemouth counter-attack if they can get the ball over to this side. The throw-in comes in, it's headed up into the sky by Kluivert. Solanke's underneath it, but loses out to Casemiro, and the ball's still on the touchline. Wan-Bissaka flicks it down towards the edge of the box. Højlund wrestling with Zabani. Rashford then battles with Kelly, and Bournemouth have the ball in their right-back position, and it's put out of play by Ilya Zabani in his blue boots. Throw into Manchester United midway inside the Cherries half. Wan-Bissaka with the ball in hand as the first chance goes around the Vitality Stadium this afternoon. Manchester United try and play a quick 1-2 between Wan-Bissaka and Rashford, but Rashford can only put the ball out of play for a Cherries throw in the right back position.
Yeah, real big atmosphere, isn't it? You know, the Man United fans always make an awful lot of noise wherever they go. We've got to match them today. As well,
wherever they go. Can't see a single empty seat in that away end, and to be fair, there's not a single empty seat really visible around the stadium either, as Bournemouth take the throw in down to our left. It's up towards the halfway line. Manchester United immediately win the ball back, and Wan-Bissaka turns to Maguire, then Casemiro plays it all the way back to Onana. Manchester United have a little bit of a chance to reset, and now the ball in the left back position in the Manchester United half. Wan-Bissaka gives it infield to Casemiro, and then Smith picks up the loose ball in the right back position, plays it down the line to Solanke, battling with Camboila for the first time this evening. Edge of the area, Solanke gives it wide to Kluivert. He's attacking Fernandes. He's got Ouattara one over and finds him. Ouattara back to Smith, who crosses right-footed. Solanke's the target, and it's come off his shoulder almost and gone behind. The referee's given a corner though. First chance for Bournemouth goes Solanke's way, and it's a chance for Bournemouth to get a meaningful cross into the box again.
Yeah, there's great build-up play, very fast, quick football, and then the cross in from Smithy was right on the money. Dominic, just a slight glance.
Ryan Christie's going to take this corner left-footed. He's gone over it, put the ball down on the quadrant, takes 4 steps back and raises his right arm. In the corner comes left-footed towards the near post. It's headed away only as far as Kirkhead, who takes a touch and then volleys it, and that has gone a long way up and almost kept in play actually by Christie. It looked like it was going out of the ground for a second.
It nearly knocked that drone out the sky. It went that high.
Yes, there's been I think what can only be described as a Sky Sports drone hovering above the stadium for a long part of that build-up, and that ball was dangerously close to where it had been a matter of moments ago. Onana puts the ball down, walks out to the penalty spot, and then gives it to Maguire in the left centre-back position. Manchester United deep in their own half. It's switched across to Camboila over in the right-back position. Checks back and finds Mainoo, who's in a more defensive position at the moment. Here's Maguire in the left centre-back position. Across the United back line it goes. Now Wan-Bissaka in the left-back position goes down the line to Rashford and gets it back, and now a chance for United to break. Wan-Bissaka plays it down the left-hand side to Højlund, who wasn't quite ready for that pass, and Zabani goes back to Neto in the Bournemouth goal in the luminous yellow, who smashes the clearance up towards the halfway line. And there Fernandes wins the second ball after Casemiro nodded it forward, and Kirkhead has got some space in the Bournemouth left-back position and immediately gets the ball down, sprints over the halfway line down that left channel, and then touches it wide to Luis Sinisterra, recovered from that hamstring injury of course, back into the Bournemouth team this afternoon. Ball now on the base of the centre circle, still the Cherries in possession. Plays the long ball, does Senesi, down the line looking for the run of Sinisterra, testing that hamstring, and Camboila does well to use his body, gets in front of Sinisterra and shields the ball out for a Manchester United goal kick. But it looks like Bournemouth are certainly going to try and exploit those wide areas, Willow.
Yes, it's been our strength in the past. You know what Andoni's like with his substitutions after half-time or during the half-time. It's usually the wingers that get replaced or somebody put on to replenish the team.
Maguire chips it down the left up towards the halfway line. Casemiro picks up the second ball in the Manchester United left back position. Maguire to Mainu under a bit of pressure, goes down under a challenge from Senesi, and the referee's given a free kick United's way.
Bit fortunate there. I thought it was a foul, but the ball went through to the goalkeeper. A little bit of fire on it.
Harry Maguire takes the free kick quickly back to Onana. Just turning a little moan at the linesman after Kluivert kicked the ball only a matter of yards further than where the free kick should be taken. United play it down the right hand side now with Dalot. Infield it goes to Mainu. Now Casemiro at the base of the centre circle. Up toward the halfway line it goes, but Bournemouth are back in possession. They go all the way back to Neto, who sprays a right-footed long ball looking for Sinisterra. Offside was not the call as the ball goes all the way through for a goal kick, but he did look like he just went slightly early there, Luis Sinisterra. Nice vision from Neto though to try and pick him out from that far side.
Yeah, Sinisterra just has to time his run a little bit better. Manchester United were pretty square, about a yard offside it seemed.
Here's Andre Onana on the ball now, wandering up towards the edge of the 18-yard box. Play it to Mainu, and immediately there's pressure from Christie, and Bournemouth have won the ball back. Here is Ryan Christie, left-hand side of the box. Play it to Solanke, gets it back. Chance for Christie if he can find a shot. Still going towards the byline, crosses left-footed towards Solanke, and it's cleared by United. They were caught in possession on the edge of their own box, and that was a brilliant chance for Bournemouth to try and capitalise. Instead, they've got to throw him right over on the far side by the corner flag.
Oh, why didn't Christie pull the trigger? Had faked it 3 or 4 times. In the end, okay, he got the cut back across, but it was many white shirts back by then.
I can tell you why Christie didn't shoot well, though. He's actually got the highest number of shots taken without scoring a goal this season, so might not be the most common. He's taken 33 shots without scoring this season, which is the highest in the Premier League.
Well, he's got to get lucky sometime.
Neto has the ball, picks it all the way to this near-hand side to Ouattara, and Kluivert in possession now, tries to feed it through to channel to Solanke, who was running into the 18-yard box, but United pick up the loose ball, and then Højlund's tackled by Senesi, and United pick up the second ball. Fernandes out to Rashford on this near-hand side, his first chance to run at Kelly. Left-hand side of the Bournemouth box, Rashford onto his left foot, skips between 2 players, and then Kelly does well to clear it. Just thought for a split second then that Marcus Rashford had weaved his way between 2 Cherries defenders. Maguire keeps it in and plays it back to Onana, who's under a bit of pressure from Solanke, but he does well to step out and then play a left-footed clearance back down the line. And there's nobody over there. And Adam Kelly's got the freedom of the vitality to just collect the ball, turn on it, and pick a pass, which he does. He picks it out to the halfway line. Solanke loses it out in the air to Cambuala. And then the ball goes out for a Cherries throw-in, right on the halfway line in front of Andoni Iraola. Gives the ball to Kelly, throws it in looking for Solanke. Casemiro's there to pick up the loose ball though. And then Garnacho back to goal in the Manchester United half. Up towards the halfway line it goes to Mainu, tips it around the corner to Garnacho. Over on that far side channel. It's got Dalot one over, Garnacho still going. Midway inside the Bournemouth half, left over to this near side to Rashford now. Plays a 1-2 with Garnacho and gets it back, but it's a poor pass from Rashford. And Bournemouth can try and break with Kluivert, tries to take it in his slide and then almost does really well to get the ball away with his back, at the back of his heel almost, tried to flick it over his head to get it past Maguire.
Oh, he was so unfortunate. He got the little clip with the first one and then he needed to knock the second one out in front of him. He couldn't quite do it. Great work.
Bournemouth in possession on the far side, on the halfway line. Here's Zabani, brings the ball forward towards the touchline, gives it wide to Sinisterra. Now in the left back position with Kirkes and back to Neto on the penalty spot in the Bournemouth half. Out to the near hand side now to Adam Smith, who tries to go long again, looking for Kluivert. And there is a push from Kluivert in the back of Maguire. A lot of the Bournemouth fans think that was soft, but
I tell you what, I didn't hear the whistle for that.
It was quiet, wasn't it?
I did.
It was quiet.
I thought, why has he caught the ball?
Willow's appealing for cards already. Casemiro on the base of the centre circle, stops the ball dead and then plays it short to Maguire in the left centre-back position. He points at where he wants the runner to go and then plays it to the near-hand side to Wan-Bissaka. Plays another 1-2 with Rashford. Those two have linked up already a couple of times as Lewis Cook leaves the kick on Bruno Fernandes. And United have a free kick just shy of halfway inside their own half.
Yeah, I think Kluivert in a race with Harry is going to be a problem for Man United. If we can get him one-on-one, we could be in the money.
So it's going to be Maguire to take this free kick. It's just to the left of the centre circle, about 4 or 5 yards shy of the halfway line. The two Manchester United wingers spread right apart as Maguire chips it straight down the middle looking for Fernandes. It's one in the air though by the Cherries, and then Ouattara with Wan-Bissaka for company, sprays a left-footed pass looking for Sinisterra, who loses the ball in the sun and then can't keep it in play. Over on the far side, he sort of turns around, puts an apologetic hand up, but realistically I'm not sure there was a lot he could have done about that. It was a heavy pass from Ouattara straight into the sun as well.
Yeah, great vision by Ouattara. The big switch was on, it just needed to be landed on the right spot.
Dalot with a throw in. 10 minutes gone, 0-0 here at the Vitality Stadium between Bournemouth and Manchester United. With United in possession, Garnacho back to Casemiro on the halfway line. Into the centre circle it goes. Now Maguire in the left centre-back position. Forward it goes, looking towards Garnacho. Bournemouth clear their lines though from the defensive line, and then Maguire nods it into Wan-Bissaka. Forward it goes to Fernandes near the halfway line. Rashford into Mino. It's really good, quick attacking play from United. Wan-Bissaka's got some space. Midway inside the Bournemouth half, left of centre. Down towards the edge of the 18-yard box now where Garnacho waits. He's attacking Adam Smith. Garnacho squares. No one's there though. Goes all the way across the 18-yard box to Dalot. Touched it into the feet of Mainu. He wants to... almost got a penalty there, but Bournemouth just about clear. It was a fake shot from Mainu. Looked like a Bournemouth player might have... well, could have easily tripped him there.
I think he pulled his leg away at the last minute, and that's why he didn't do the full dive.
Mino expecting some contact that then didn't come. And anyway, Bournemouth clear their lines and it goes out of play for a Manchester United throw right in front of Andoni Iraola's technical area. He was named manager of the month yesterday for March after picking up 3 wins and a draw. Wan-Bissaka with the ball above his head, throws it into Fernandes, flicked on down the line looking towards Højlund. Christian then goes back to Smith, who clears up towards the halfway line where Kambwala beats Solanke in the air again. Fernandes and Casemiro sort of guessing where the ball's going to bounce. Then it's a rather skewed clearance back to Onana, who volleys it up towards the halfway line. Some rather frantic defending from United there, as then Kirkes controls the loose ball in his chest and finds Solanke. Out to the near side to Ouattara. Rashford can't get there, and the ball on the halfway line, right of centre with Smith. Back to Cook. He's going to bring the ball between Højlund and Rashford, play it down the near-hand side to Ouattara. He's got one-on-one with Wan-Bissaka now. Ouattara tries to cross it left-footed, but Casemiro was having none of it, and then Rashford plays it down the line looking for Rasmus Højlund on halfway. He's got some time to try and run at Zabani. The referee says play on, and Højlund's done well. Towards the corner flag he goes. Still Zabani there for company. Back to Rashford. Midway inside the Bournemouth half on this near-hand touchline. Wan-Bissaka gets involved. Still 0-0 after 13 minutes here. Maguire forward to Mainu, gets it back on the halfway line left of centre, and then turns and goes all the way back to Onana. It's the United fans you can hear directly opposite us at this stage. Onana sprays a long ball looking for Dalot, controls on his head, does really well. The offside flag's gone up there on that far side, and the ball fell to Rashford. He did have a shot, but Neto was equal to it. Not that it would have counted or meant anything anyway.
Yeah, nice tight line there. Just caught him offside by 2 yards.
Free kick taken quickly by Senesi. Solanke bullies Kambwala out the way and then finds Sinisterra. Gets it back, does Dom Solanke, but Kambwala recovers well to clear his lines on the edge of the 18-yard box. Senesi over halfway, now down the left-hand side. Midway inside the United half with Kirkes. Back to Senesi. He looks forward and plays it towards the edge of the box, looking for Solanke, but Casemiro was there to cut out the ball before it reached the English striker. Mainu turns on a sixpence down the right and then feeds it down the channel, looking for Højlund. Zabani does well to touch it back to Neto in the Bournemouth 18-yard box.
Yeah, he's got pace, Zabani. No problems there in the race.
Clearance goes down the right. Ouattara goes up to challenge Maguire, and Maguire comfortably wins the header. Ouattara stayed down though. Looks like it might have been a bit of a sore one, as the momentum of Maguire's jump just completely wiped out Ouattara. It doesn't look like it's serious though. Just a little bit of whiplash, you could say, for Dango Ouattara. He's back to his feet now after being helped by Maguire.
Yeah, Harry, quite a sporting guy, isn't he? Picks him up, smashed him to bits, says he's sorry.
He'll do it again in 2 minutes' time, won't he? It's good old centre-backs do. Bournemouth throw in just shy of halfway. Adam Smith with the ball in his hand, just telling Lewis Cook where he wants him. Throws it into Cook, who gives it all the way back to Onana. And we're back underway in the Manchester United penalty area. Andre Onana in goal.
Been pretty even maybe, but I think we've been the most threatening. Little points of view maybe.
15 gone. Bournemouth 0, Manchester United 0, as Onana's just stopped the ball on the edge of the 18-yard box for a good sort of 20 seconds there. Plays the ball forward to Højlund, who's got some space, but it's a heavy touch from him, and then Solanke trying to wrestle with Kambwala, and he's done well. Dom Solanke running at Kambwala. Solanke with the chance, edge of the box, gets the shot away and scores! Dom Solanke with the low drive, gets his 16th or 17th goal of the season, I should say. Celebrates in front of the Bournemouth crowd. He had Kambwala on toast there. Dom Solanke ran down the middle, shifted onto his right foot, shot towards the near corner, and the diving Onana could not get anywhere near it. Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 0.
Well, Dominic carries on doing what he's been doing all season. First of all, there was a confrontation to be had, trying to win the ball from the centre half. It bounced between them. Dominic was stronger, 2 touches away from the defender, and he picks his spot in the bottom right hand corner. Goalkeeper had absolutely no chance with it. Great start.
Dom Solanke enjoying his best scoring season of his Premier League career, and it just continues to get better and better. A clinical finish from the edge of the box. Onana dived to his right but could not keep it out. And 16 and a half gone. Bournemouth lead by a goal to 0 on home soil. And Dom Solanke, as I was saying earlier, Willow, becomes the first player since Josh King to score home and away against Manchester United in a season.
Yeah, look,
what a player.
Referee's just having some adjustment done on his arm here for some technology, I think. But going back to Dominic, you know, that is such a fine finish. There was still plenty to do. He's just outside the area, I think, and he smashed it hard and low. Keeper had absolutely no way of getting across the goal to keep it out.
So Manchester United ready to go again. They need to find some sort of reply. Iraola's name rings out around the Vitality for the first time this afternoon. United kick off. They're in their right back position with Dalot. Up towards the halfway line he goes, and then finds Mainu into Garnacho, forced back towards his own goal, and then Casemiro chips the ball in behind looking for Højlund. Well dealt with though by Zabani. Smith forward to the halfway line to Kluivert, who plays it out wide to this near hand side to Ouattara. Kluivert goes again, but it's well intercepted by Maguire. Brilliant reading from him. United in possession in their midfield. Casemiro down the left hand side to Wan-Bissaka, midway inside the Bournemouth half on the near hand touchline, steps inside Ouattara, Wan-Bissaka, and then gives it to Casemiro. Down the line to Rashford now, some space for him. Left hand side of the box is Marcus Rashford. He goes on, gets it onto his left foot. Can he score? And he hits the side netting. Really should have done better there, Marcus Rashford. Only looked like he was about 7 or 8 yards out when he hit that shot left footed.
Yeah, I'm sort of thinking there was more of the goal when it was on his right foot to try to go for, but
it's on the edge of the 6-yard box, Willow.
Well, he's tried to power it
from that corner of the 6-yard box. You've surely got to be hitting the target from there, weak foot or not, for someone of Marcus Rashford's standard. But Bournemouth won't mind at all.
He's put his foot through it, trying to beat the goalkeeper with power, and he's lost the angle.
Bournemouth play their way out into the left-back position. Senesi and Kerkez now. Senesi chips it over the top, looking for Kerkez, who takes it into his stride brilliantly. Left hand side of the box. What can he do here? Kerkez goes on, still going. Onana saves. And then Garnacho tries to run out from the right-back position. Good turn from Kobbie Mainoo. Can't get past Cook though, then goes down under a challenge from Senesi. And the referee says play on. Bournemouth in possession in their back line with Cook. Kerkez is sat down. I think it's more tying his laces rather than an injury. Looks like he might just be feeling his right ankle though. And Smith stopped the ball. He's going to put it out, and Milos Kerkez might have a bit of a problem here. The Bournemouth left back.
That will be Kelly warming up. Our fans giving him a warm. I think he's coming off, you know. I don't think he's coming back from this.
It's difficult to tell what he did because he's holding his right foot. It was as he ran into the box. Just looked like as he tried to pull it back, there was a moment where it looked like he staggered slightly.
I think there was a moment when he got clipped, you know.
But Kerkez is back on his feet, which is the good news. He's gone back into his position. The referee just told the physios to stand by. and Kirkes has just raised his thumb towards the dugout, which usually means he'll be okay to carry on. So Bournemouth had the ball in the right back position when play was stopped, so Manchester United should give the ball back to them, which Rashford does. Kicks it all the way back to Neto on the edge of the Bournemouth box. 20 minutes gone, Bournemouth 1, United 0. Dom Solanke with that goal after 17 minutes. Clearance from Neto straight into the chest of Dalot, who puts it up into the sky. And then Christie does well to control it, finds Solanke on the top of the centre circle. He goes down the line to Sinisterra and he can run at Dalot. Sinisterra, a couple of step overs, gets onto his left foot, shoots goalwards and it flashes wide of the far post. That was not a million miles away from Luis Sinisterra. What a return that would have been for him, attacking Dalot. Couple of step overs, dropped the shoulder, went on his left foot and smashed a low shot across goal, which didn't look far away at all.
Yeah, we've seen him do that so many times. He slows the ball right down to almost a standstill, then he knocks it and takes it past the fullback. Just tried to pick out the bottom corner, just wide. Great work.
Great work indeed as United try and reset. Senesi goes in hard on Højlund from the goal kick, and it's going to be a free kick in the right back position to Manchester United, which they take back to Cambuala and back to Nana in the edge of the box. Bournemouth fans trying to put him off a little bit, not sure how much that will work. And Nana plays a right-footed pass out to Rashford, who controls it on his instep. Adam Smith gives him absolutely no time at all on the ball.
The referee stopping again.
And the referee's not happy with something.
He needs a yellow card for this.
Bit of time wasting from the referee. Tony Harrington. It's something to do with whatever's on his left shoulder, whether it's a communications device to talk to the officials, but whatever it is, he's not happy with it, and it's the second time in the opening 25 minutes that he's had to have it checked.
Yeah, it's one of them situations. Oh, come on, referee, sort it out.
Tony Harrington's disappeared down the tunnel. The players all sort of beckoning each other over for a little bit of a tactics talk, drinks break.
Yeah, not what we needed this. We had the momentum of the game going all our way, and then this break up because of a referee hasn't put his microphone on or whatever it is.
So the Manchester United players and the Bournemouth players come over to this near hand side to get drinks. Areola barking instructions, talking directly to Senesi and Kelly and Cook as well.
I tell you what,
in deep conversation with Kobbie Mainoo.
I tell you what, there's not a lot that they're not doing, Bournemouth team. If they're over there, I'd be telling them, keep doing what you're doing, keep sucking them in. And the third man running has worked 4 times now on that left hand side, where we just keep breaking in behind the fullback.
We're just seeing that Dom Solanke goal again on our monitors. Really, really good finish from him. And Nana at full stretch, still couldn't get near it. And that is the only goal of the game so far. Dom Solanke's 17th goal of the season. And we're still awaiting the return of the referee. Whatever it is, seems to be quite severe. If you're just tuning in, it's a technical issue, not an injury for the referee. It was whatever was on his left shoulder.
Maybe he's been stung. Bumblebee.
He seem to have quite a big strapping on there, but surely it's just a communication device that isn't switched on properly.
I mean, why has he got to go out of sight?
And he's back. Tony Harrington, the ironic cheers. He's back onto the field, adjusts the microphone dangling from his right ear, blows the whistle, and we should be back underway. 24 minutes gone. Bournemouth lead by a 1-0 against Manchester United. Ouattara gets the second ball. Kluivert ticks it around the corner. Maguire slides in on Solanke, and United have the ball back at the base of the centre circle. Fernandes tees off Diogo Dalot in the right back position for United. He then plays it wider to Garnacho. And now back with Dalot in his pink boots. Goes back into the Bournemouth third. Maguire in the left centre-back position for United. Plays it over to the halfway line, but it's intercepted by Bournemouth. And Christie with his white boots now, middle of the Manchester United half, slightly right of centre. Shifts it onto his left foot. Sees the runner Sinisterra, can't pick him out. Forces it right the way towards the corner flag, but Sinisterra keeps it in nicely. Kirkes, left-hand side of the box, tees up Christie, chips it back into the path of Kirkes. Really nice from Christie. Kirkes can't quite control it though, and it trickles behind for a Manchester United goal kick. Lovely ball from Christie. Just a shame that Kirkes couldn't quite pluck that out of the sky.
Absolutely fantastic build-up play. Little 1-2, the third man running again. Christie just lifted it over the two defenders. Just his first touch let him down.
Goal kick is taken, and now slips as he does so, but it's all the way through to Fernandes, who controls it on his chin. And then Rashford's beaten to it by Cook, who's adjudged to have fouled Marcus Rashford. Bruno Fernandes just checking his jawline as he's helped back to his feet by Ryan Christie.
They got fortunate, Man United, there. We had people on the break if we could have got through.
So free kick for United then, 10 yards from the halfway line, left of centre. It's going to be Bruno Fernandes, the United number 8, to chip this ball towards the edge of the 18-yard box with his right foot. Maguire's at the very back post. Hoyland's in there as well. Fernandes from deep chips it towards the back post. Maguire wins the header. Kirkes scissor kicks it away, and it bounces out for a United throw in on that far side, midway inside the Cherries half, which Diego Dallo's going to take. 26 gone, Bournemouth 1, United 0.
Yeah, and deservedly so, you have to say. We're the team who's dominating any sort of possession. Just the one run at goal Rashford's had. Nothing much from United.
Throw in taken to Casemiro, 40 yards out into Fernandes, and now to Wan-Bissaka, left of centre in the Bournemouth half. Rashford now in the near hand channel, has the ball stationary, plays it to Casemiro, lovely back heel looking for Hoyland. He can tee up Dallo, shifts onto his left foot, feeds it through, looking for Casemiro. Offside flag's gone up though, and I think if the flag didn't go up and Casemiro checked, I think VAR would have intervened. It certainly looks as if he was offside from here.
Excellent work from the defenders. They're probably using the 18-yard box as their line to hold anybody who's rushed through the line, and it's going to be caught offside.
Free kick to Bournemouth, which Neto's going to take from inside the D, slightly further forward than it perhaps should be, but nobody really minds when the goalkeeper's that far back. Plays it right-footed across the pitch towards this near corner. Ouattara loses out in the air by... he's beaten by Wan-Bissaka. Bournemouth have a throw-in front of Ten Hag's technical area.
I tell you, keep an eye on Ouattara. He jumps through the roof. It is...
Put quite a leap on him, hasn't he?
1-2, and he's spring. Fantastic stuff.
Throw-in taken, looking for Solanke. Kambwala wins it in the air, and now it's falling for Sinistero towards the edge of the box. Christie on his left foot gets the shot, and it's flashed over the top. First sight of goal for Ryan Christie, or first proper sight of goal, I should say, after that shot that he should have had.
Is that number 34?
Number 34 it is indeed, without a goal.
I don't mind. He took his shot at goal. That'll do for me.
Goal kick for United. If that had found the net, that would be talked about for the coming weeks, I'm sure. And Anna chips it towards the halfway line. Helped on, and Fernandes nearly got in behind there as Zabani almost missed the ball. Neto clears it towards this near hand side. Wan-Bissaka beats Ouattara in the air again, and Smith just forced back into the Bournemouth right back position with Rashford for company. Plays it through his legs, and Casemiro picks up the loose ball. Rashford infield to Hoyland, left hand side of the 18-yard box. What can he do attacking Zabani? Hoyland tries to go to the byline. Bournemouth do very well though. Zabani used his body. Smith comes across to take the ball away, and they clear it back up towards the halfway line. United in possession though, with Harry Maguire. Chips it over the head of 3 Bournemouth midfielders, and now Wan-Bissaka down the left hand side again. Plays it infield to Rashford. Hoyland 30 yards from goal. Casemiro, beautiful build up from United. Dallo's going to fancy it. Wide it goes to Garnacho, right hand side of the box. He gets the shot away. It's blocked by Kirkes, and then cleared away, not very far though, by Bournemouth. It's over the head of Solanke. Casemiro picks up the pieces for United. Good spell of pressure from the away side. The ball's back on halfway.
That's the biggest threat they've been. Kirkes got a good block in there.
Really good build-up play as well, as Casemiro's got some space in the centre circle, and he gets a bit complacent, gives it to Christie, who finds Sinistero down the left-hand side. What can he do? Attacking Dallo, left-hand side of the box. Sinistero onto his right foot, tees up Christie. Can he finish? He's straight into the hands of Onana. That would have been a lovely goal from Bournemouth had that come off, but Onana was equal to it, and Manchester United can try and break with Fernandes. Over halfway he goes, right of centre. Little switch of play to Rashford, attacking the left-hand side of Bournemouth's box. Tries to play it infield to Mainu, but it's cut out brilliantly by Kluivert, and the offside flag's gone up against Christie, who could have had a hat-trick today, Willow, already.
That's the shot number 35. Absolutely incredible, that
count
one.
Every single one of them.
He's gonna score. I'll bet you.
It certainly looks that way. As we approach the half-hour mark, Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 0. as the Vitality Stadium still bathed in sunlight. It's a really nice day here on the south coast. As Solanke gets clattered by Camboila, but he wins the ball back legally, and United can try and break now with Hoyland. Right inside of the box is Garnacho. He crosses right-footed. It's loose. Rashford on the edge of the area, still in possession for United. Tees up Garnacho towards the byline, pulls it back towards Fernandes. It's going to fall for Fernandes, who smashes into the roof of the net. The goal stands. Bournemouth wants something. It's unclear if that goal's going to stand or not. That will certainly be checked.
There's 2 free kicks in the build-up, both our way.
But either way, as it stands at the moment, Fernandes has put Bournemouth back on level terms. It's Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 1.
Well, Dominic's gone to the referee quite rightly. Any chance of a foul, referee?
We're just going to see it back. There was one on the edge of the area of Rashford as he tried to step in front of the Bournemouth defender to get there first. And then the ball just bouncing around. Bournemouth failed to clear their lines. Garnacho's onside there. Pulls it back. He comes off the leg. And it just falls into the path of Fernandes, who smashed it in. I think that might be fine, actually, Willow. I'm not sure there's a lot wrong with that. Depends if you can call that a foul on the halfway line.
No, I think that goal's going to stand.
It's really unfortunate defending from Ilya Zabani. Tries to get a foot in the way of it, just sort of pops up off his leg and drops right onto the foot of Fernandes, who smashes it left-footed into the roof of the net. And the goal stands. Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 1, 31 minutes gone. Solanke and Fernandes on the score sheet as Bournemouth get the game back underway. Spray it into the Manchester United right-back position. And the ball goes out of play. Kirkes with a throw-in for Bournemouth over on that far side, midway inside the Man United half. And it's the United fans again that you can hear. Their first real spell of attacking prowess ends in a goal. Sinisterra battling with Casemiro. United in possession now with Hoyland down the right to Garnacho. They're trying to stretch and get bodies forward. Garnacho goes down under a foul from Kirkes, and the referee gives it. And Kirkes is yellow carded. This is the first booking of the day, the 4th booking for Kirkes this season.
Yeah, I think we'll take that one for the team. United had us on the break there.
Garnacho did well to skip inside of Kirkes, but went down. United take the free kick to Maguire across the halfway line. Now forward to Kobbie Mainoo, midway inside the Bournemouth half, dribbling down the middle of the park now with options left and right. Plays it wide to Garnacho, does well to control it. It was a poor pass really from Mainoo. Bournemouth back in possession. Kirkes plays it forward to Senesi. Now Sinisterra still midway inside the Bournemouth half though, left of centre. They can't get out as United win the ball back. Here's Dallo attacking down the right hand side. Kirkes stands his ground and does well to bring the ball away. And then plays a 1-2 with Solanke. He's got some space to run into. Casemiro comes across. Infield it goes to Solanke. Bournemouth attacking now. Midway inside the United half. Through it goes to Ouattara. Left hand side of the box. Ouattara goes wide. He did really well to shift the ball onto his left foot. Dango Ouattara got the shot away. And that's the second one where we're guessing to see if it's going to go into that far corner from the angle. That's just gone narrowly wide.
Yeah, fantastic work
Big
down
chance.
the left hand side there. Kirkes involved in it all the way.
Lovely ball through from Dom Solanke as well. And the goal kick is taken. Maguire and Onana exchange some short passes, and then the goalkeeper sprays it long towards Hoyland, who flicks it into space where no one waits. And Senesi goes all the way back to Neto on the edge of the Bournemouth 18-yard box. He goes right-footed long over halfway down the middle of the park. Solanke heads it wide to this near hand side to Ouattara, flicks it down the line to Kluivert. Still Ouattara, right of centre, runs into traffic. And then Fernandes sprays a pass to Garnacho, who's got some space on the right. He's attacking Senesi. Man United getting bodies forward here. Garnacho still, right inside of the box now, shifts it onto his left foot, but Zabani does really well, just stands his ground, doesn't dive in, waits for Garnacho to try and go around him and just takes the ball off him. Brilliant defending from Ilya Zabani.
Yeah, great work from
Zabi.
Zabi.
Sinisterra gives the ball away cheaply. Fernandes plays it to Casemiro, looks for the forward pass to Hoyland, but can't find him. Bournemouth back in possession, midway inside their own half, centre of the park. Now it's wide to this near hand side to Adam Smith. And infield to Lewis Cook. Bournemouth just trying to slow that tempo down slightly, get their feet back on the ball. Solanke's got some space to turn on the halfway line. He turns and scarpers towards the United back line. Down the middle of the park he goes, options left and right. Still with Solanke. Out to his near hand side to Adam Smith now. Midway inside the United half. Back to Cook. And then back to the halfway line to Zabani. Every Man United player behind the ball at the moment. 35 minutes gone. 1-1 here at the Vitality Stadium. Kluivert, left-hand side of the box, running at Cambuala. Shifts onto his right foot, shoots, goals and scores! That's a magnificent goal from Justin Kluivert. Shifts the ball onto his right foot, shoots low, straight through Onana. And Justin Kluivert has goal number 6 for the season and restores Bournemouth's lead. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 1. What a finish that was.
Yeah, absolutely magnificent from Kluivert. He's such a threat. As soon as you get in that penalty area, you know he's going to look to put it on his right foot, and he did that just absolutely with aplomb into the bottom right hand corner. Keeper didn't, he couldn't even get down to try and get it away. It was too much pace on it. Great work by Kluivert.
He didn't have a lot of room to work with, did he, Kluivert? Cambuala sort of stepped off him, and as Casemiro came across as well to help, stepped in front. He does really, really well there, Kluivert. Shifts onto his right. That's a brilliant finish. Just hard and low. Keeper's right again. Onana's right hand went down to save it, but again, he just couldn't get anywhere near it.
I think in some way Manchester United gave us the ball back again.
United get the game underway. Bournemouth back in front after 36 minutes. Their 2-1 lead is back intact. And United playing it across in their back line. Harry Maguire plays it to Dalot on halfway, takes it into his stride brilliantly. Garnacho into the middle of the United half. Now left of centre is Fernandes. Midway inside the Cherries half, wider still to Rashford. Edge of the box now. Plays it towards the touchline. And Wan-Bissaka back to Garnacho. He then loses out to Christie. And Ryan Christie takes it towards the corner flag. They've got a player down, Bournemouth, on the far side. Sinistera, I believe that is. It's gone down. And Solanke just trotting over to check on his mate. But Sinistera's flat on his back, hands on his head.
Didn't see what went on with that, did you?
I didn't know. I was too busy trying to work out if Rashford was going to skin his man or not. I hope that's not a hamstring problem though. It looks like it might be.
Oh no,
he's just run. He's just pulled up there as we've seen the replay. He's kept his left foot straight as he's done so, and Sinistera's only just returned from a hamstring injury that's kept him out of the last 3 matches. And as he lies on his back over on that far side, hands still on his face, that does not look like good news for AFC Bournemouth.
Hamstrings nowadays, they seem to be the injury, don't they? All over the place, all over the country. That there's people. I mean, I can remember hamstrings now and again in years gone by, but not as often as I suppose. Perhaps it's the pace of the game. You know, you have to be so fit to make sure that you don't pull your hamstring.
Just looking down the Bournemouth bench, Willow, to see which reinforcements they've got. Alex Scott seems to be the obvious choice for me that could come on and push one of Kluivert or Ouattara wide and have him down the middle. Philip Billing as well, potentially. Could come on, but we'll see what happens. But not looking good for Luis Sinistera, who's now in a seated position with a member of the physical physio team over there with him.
Yeah, there is one or two situations. I don't think he wants to go changing formations at this time.
Looks like Lloyd Kelly's going to be coming on. A slight tweak of the
he's going to push Kerkez forward, isn't he? Kelly will go in at left back. Kerkez in front of him.
There we go. The words of John Williams, former Bournemouth defender, telling us exactly how Bournemouth are going to change their formation as Lloyd Kelly comes on to replace Luis Sinistera, who begins a long walk around the side of the pitch, right from the middle of that halfway line on the far side, walking very gingerly, very slowly. And it looks like it's that left hamstring again.
Yeah, Kerkez has gone into that position. He can play there. He's done it on a couple of occasions and done it quite well. As
throw-in taken by Adam Smith as the game eventually gets back underway. The ball in the middle of the Bournemouth half now, bouncing around. Bournemouth clear through Christie, and Kerkez immediately trying to put some pressure on Diogo Dalot. He hooks the clearance over his shoulder towards the middle of the Bournemouth half again. In the right back position now with Smith. Goes all the way back to Neto. Neto clears it over halfway. Maguire heads it back towards the Bournemouth back line. And then Wan-Bissaka goes in the back of Ouattara, and Bournemouth get a free kick.
Well, there's not a lot he can do about that. It's going to land on his chest. The defender just goes right through him.
So free kick to Bournemouth then. Just inside their half, right of centre. It's taken short back to Ilya Zabani in the left centre-back position for Bournemouth. And then the ball back with Neto on the edge of the 18-yard box. Stops the ball with an instep of his right foot. And then rolls it out and plays it to the right-back position to Ilya Zabani. Adam Smith comes short as an option, but Zabani goes long, over halfway. Harry Maguire's underneath it, but it's flicked on nicely by Solanke. Mainu then gives it to Casemiro, back up towards the halfway line to Højlund, who flicks the ball behind his standing leg, turns and finds Rashford, then continues his run and gets the ball back. Rasmus Højlund, left-hand side of the box with Zabani and Kluivert for company. Højlund still in possession, goes down under some challenges, but the referee says play on. Casemiro 35 yards out, brings the ball out and then plays it infield, looking for Mainu, can't take the ball in his stride. That would have been nice if it came off, one of those where you just try and get the ball into your feet, turn on a sixpence as you do so, but didn't quite get the desired contact, and the ball went all the way through to Neto. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 1 with 4 minutes to go until half-time.
Yeah, all the red and black shirts were in their right spots. The pass was awry, it was, but we were there to cut it out.
Solanke receives the pass from the left-back position, bringing it back towards the halfway line, but it's in the Man United half. Christie picks up the loose ball and then plays it wide, looking for Lloyd Kelly. His first attack in that left-back position, crosses straight into the midriff of the United number 20, Diogo Dalot, and it hits the corner flag but goes out for a throw-in, not a corner. And it's right in front of those United fans, where there's just a little cluster of scarves, all of them the same, red, white and black. And Lloyd Kelly's going to take the throw-in over on that far side.
I'm waiting for a Manchester United player.
I think Camboila's just tying his laces, which the referee's allowing a bit of time for. We're going to have a good few minutes of stoppage time, I'd have thought, Willer, with 3 goals, the referee disappearing to sort something out, and a couple of injuries as well.
Yeah.
Throw-in comes in, headed away by Casemiro, put back into the mixer by Christie. Ouattara's kept it in at the back post. What can he do from here? Got Wan-Bissaka for company, tees up Smith for a cross. It's towards, the header goes off the crossbar, and Kirkins is there again to head it over. It was a lovely cross from Adam Smith. What a cross that was. Kirkins attacked it wonderfully, headed down into the ground. The ball's just bounced up too high though, hit the top of the crossbar, and then it was landing on the edge of the 6-yard box. Kirkins got up again, but couldn't quite get that header down. Oh, Kirkins, he's done everything right.
He has done everything right about putting the ball in the net. He's headed it into the floor, fantastic.
Just bounced a little bit too high as Kelly rolls it back to Neto under pressure from Garnacho, and then gets it back in the left-back position, Lloyd Kelly. Midway inside the Bournemouth half, looks down the line, waits for Garnacho to put some pressure on him, and plays it to Solanke, back into the feet of Christie, who goes across the centre circle and then finds Cook. Bournemouth on the attack down the near-hand channel now with Smith. Crosses, or aims to cross right-footed, gives it to Kluivert, continues his run, but Wan-Bissaka repels it. Now Zabani. Midway inside the United half. Bournemouth still trying to apply some pressure and seek a third goal in this game as we approach half-time. Wide left is Kirkez, into the edge of the box now to Ouattara. He backheels it into the path of Christie, but gets a second chance to do so. Back to Cook, takes touch out of his body, he plays it into the path. Oh, he looked to try and thread a through ball rather than shoot. No red and white shirt read it, and the ball goes straight the way through to Andre Onana in the United goal.
Well, they're 22 yards out. Pull the trigger, Cookie,
worth
you
go
know.
From there.
Yeah, just worth a strike.
Onana plays it to Mainu, back into the right centre-back position now with Camboila. Brings it forward and finds Garnacho midway inside the Bournemouth half, right of centre. Back to Mainu, now in the left centre-back position with Maguire. And he turns and then plays it forward to Mainu. Base the centre circle. Plays a firmer ball through to Casemiro, who flicks on to Højlund. He gets a good touch into the box. Left-hand side, Højlund. Senesi for company. Tries to tee up Wan-Bissaka, but Kluivert intercepts it. And then he's running at Wan-Bissaka, turns him one way, then goes the other, finds Solanke. He goes down under a pressure from Camboila, wins a free kick for the Cherries. 10 yards inside the Bournemouth half, right of centre.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times now they can't handle Dominic. Comes off really short. People get too tight to him, he's just going to fall over and take the free kicks all day.
Cook plays the free kick quickly back to Zabani, and now it's back into the Bournemouth box with Neto. He's kept 13 Premier League clean sheets for Bournemouth. Only Artur Boruc has more with 20. Failed to keep one today though after Fernandes scored to get United back on level terms. But of course since then Bournemouth retook the lead through Justin Kluivert. Ball back with Neto in the Bournemouth box. He plays a first time passer. We're going to have 9 minutes of added time here. 9 added minutes is the number.
Taken quickly. No, it's brought back. To be fair, it come off the ground so hard and little Cookie it was real powerful. It hit him right on the head.
Free kick to Bournemouth then. Take 2. Just shy of the base of the centre circle. Cook just getting back in position. Plays it short to Zabani. We're back underway as we begin the 9 added minutes at the end of the first half. Plays a long ball down the left hand side looking for Solanke. Left hand side of the box. He can't quite control it and Camboila does well to clear it only as far as Dallo in the right back position. United try and play their way out again, which they've done so a couple of times really adeptly. Garnacho plays it down the left looking for Rashford. He can't keep it in though, and it goes out for a Bournemouth throw in front of the Cherries technical area.
Absolutely great work. Fantastic work by Ouattara.
They put United under so much pressure in this half. It is noticeable as soon as the United defenders have the ball they've got a Cherry shirt sprinting at them. Certainly not making United's life easy here, AFC Bournemouth, and they have the lead to show for it.
No, I think we deserve to be in front, there's no doubt about that.
Taken by Smith.
There he is again.
Ouattara wins the header. Solanke can't quite control it. And then Rashford again is flat-footed and can't keep the ball in. As he looks around. Adam Smith with the ball in hand. Into Kluivert. Pushed out the way though by Casemiro. And now into Mainu. Christie does well to try and win the ball back, and now here goes Fernandes, base of the centre circle, plays it out to the far side to Garnacho, lets the ball bounce and then controls it over on the far side, attacking Lloyd Kelly on the right hand side, back to Dallo, midway inside the Bournemouth half, cross goes in from Fernandes towards the back post, but Neto's off his line to make a relatively easy claim as we tick into the 3rd minute of 9 added on here at the end of the first half.
Yeah, it's still nice to see the goalkeeper take command and take the sting out of the game with that catch.
Neto drop kicks it right footed, kicks it up high into the sky. Solanke's underneath it, but he's no match for Maguire, who wins another header, but he heads it straight to Kluivert. Midway inside the United half, left of centre, plays it down the line looking for Kirkes. He does well to keep it in and just about finds Lloyd Kelly, who's felled by Diogo Dallo. And Bournemouth have a free kick a few yards away from the corner flag on that far side. Good chance for them to get the ball back into the area.
Yeah, it's a nice place for a free kick. I'm sure we have some sort of set play up our sleeve. A lot of movement's going to be needed.
Lewis Cook looks like the obvious candidate to take it as he wanders over towards the ball. Can Bournemouth add a third before the interval? As I said, over on that far side between the edge of the 18-yard box and the touchline.
It's all about losing your marker, getting there first.
It's about 10 yards away from the corner flag, so that's sort of your reference point of where the ball is on the field. It's going to be the right foot of Lewis Cook. In it comes, swings it towards the front post. It's headed away by Casemiro. Kirkes lets it go over his head this time rather than try and volley goalwards. He crosses left-footed towards the back post. Kluivert at the target. Onana with a brilliant save. That should have been 3-1. Brilliant save from Andre Onana to keep United in the game.
Yeah, Onana has definitely done that.
Ball goes long this time from United looking for Rashford. Cherries fans want a handball that's not going to come. Rashford attacking Christie down the right, but Christie does well to win the ball back. And then Zabani goes back to Neto. Rashford putting him under a bit of pressure, but not very well because Neto clears up towards the halfway line. And it's onto the head of Harry Maguire once again. Diogo Dallo brings it over halfway line for United. Fernandes at the top of the centre circle. Out to this near hand side to Rashford. Tries to flick it around the corner to Wan-Bissaka. Gets a second attempt though. Does Marcus Rashford. Now back to Maguire. Still in the Bournemouth half though. Left of centre. Midway inside the Cherries half. Maguire continues his run. He's going to think about a shot and does. He strikes it high into the Steve Fletcher stand. I seem to remember him scoring from there before, Harry Maguire. I think it might have been an FA Cup game against Tranmere where he just sort of wandered forward. It opened up for him and he found the top corner. So we've seen him score from there in the past. But he, of course, doesn't do it very much, which is why he's a centre-back.
I can assure you, once you've hit one of them, it takes years for you to go back and hit another one.
You can do it every time.
Just in case.
Neto takes the goal kick long, over halfway. Solanke battling with Maguire again. Maguire coming out on top again. Kluivert picks up the second ball though. Chance to run at the United defence down the middle of the park. Edge of the 18-yard box he goes. Sets up Kerkez who tries to turn. Goes down, wants a penalty. I'm not sure. Looked more like a slip to me from Milos Kerkez. Not too many complaints either from the Bournemouth players. As United clear the lines. Garnacho battling with Christie and coming off on top. Garnacho throws himself to the ground. Christie comes away with it, still on the halfway line, pinned right back against the touchline on that far side. And then Christie plays a lovely 1-2 with Senesi. And then gets it back, Ryan Christie. Midway inside the United half this time, still left of centre, surrounded by white shirts. And United eventually win the ball back, and Camboila finds Casemiro. Back to Fernandes now in the right centre-back position. Looks for some attacking options, and there really aren't many from United. The movement all a little bit static as we tick into the 52nd minute. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 1. We're into 9 minutes of added time. We've played 6 of them, so about 3 to go. As Dalot makes an attacking run, opens up the space for Fernandes to run into. Over halfway he goes, and the referee Tony Harrington's given United a free kick there. Sliding tackle felled Bruno Fernandes.
It's good work again by Kluivert. This is as good as I've seen Kluivert play.
He's been brilliant.
He's been
both attacking
all over
and
the
defensively. He's been brilliant.
All over the pitch, scoring goals, helping his teammates out both end.
So free kick to United. Bruno Fernandes, the furthest United player back, apart from Onana, of course. Chips it right-footed towards the corner of the box. Headed away by Smith, though, under very little pressure from anybody else. Wan-Bissaka picks up the loose ball, almost gives it straight to Dango Ouattara. Wan-Bissaka goes on though, left-hand side of the box, still going, gets the cross in left-footed, it comes off Adam Smith and goes behind for a Manchester United corner.
Yeah, good defending by Smithy there. Just had to keep his eye on the ball and stop the block. Succeeded in doing that.
It's going to be a corner taken by Bruno Fernandes in front of the Steve Fletcher stand away to our left. As we have about a minute and a half left of stoppage time. Bournemouth leading by 2-1. In the corner comes from Fernandes towards the back post. Neto's out to punch it clear and does really, really well to do so. Garnacho keeps it in and finds Dalot. Crosses first time from the right. Headed away this time by Senesi. Only as far as Wan-Bissaka, 35 yards from goal. Rashford then turns. Left-hand side now is Fernandes. He's going to bring the ball in field. Still going, Fernandes attempts about a shot and curls it just off the crossbar. That's an excellent effort from Fernandes. Just wondered how much that was going to dip, and it very nearly found the top corner. That would have been a brilliant effort from Bruno Fernandes to get his second of the game.
It was a good effort, but it was never going in.
Neto could only watch.
Well, I got the feeling, I must admit, we're right behind it, and he's put a bit of suave on it as well. I knew it was going to clip the top of the crossbar and over.
Goal kick to Bournemouth, as that is the cue for quite a few fans around the ground to start heading for the concourse. Half-time refreshments with about 30 seconds of added time to go. Bournemouth leading by 2-1. Fernandes hitting the bar moments ago. Clearance is headed up in the air again by Maguire. He's won everything at the back for United in this first half, as Højlund trying to get onto the loose ball in the Bournemouth back line, but it's cleared away by Senesi. Kerkez in chase with Dalot to get to the loose ball first. Dalot does well and then plays a loose pass back to Onana. Just about gets there ahead of Dom Solanke. Senesi heads it forward to Kluivert, but the referee puts the whistle to his lips and signals half-time. It's been a really good half from AFC Bournemouth. They go in 2-1 lead at the Vitality Stadium. Goals from Dom Solanke and Justin Kluivert. And Willow, we've said a number of times, that's an excellent half from Bournemouth.
Excellent. As you know, we've played some really good football at times this season, but this afternoon, that first half, I'm so looking forward to the second half, because I think there's more goals to come from us.
It's one of those games you just want to keep watching and watching and watching. Kluivert and Solanke on target for Bournemouth, either side of a Bruno Fernandes volley. We want to hear from you, Cherries fans. Get in touch at half-time. You can text us on 81333. Start your message with the word Solent, and you can do the same on WhatsApp, 08000 321 333. Save us as a contact as BBC Radio Solent so you can message us in the future. But we'll be back in 15 minutes or so to bring you all of the second half action. But so far, so good for the Cherries. They lead Manchester United by 2-1.
This is BBC Radio Solent Sport.
Thank you very much, Rob and Willow. Tom Murray here filling in for half-time, and Adam Blackmore will take you through the rest of the evening after the 90 minutes are up at the Vitality, where Bournemouth lead at half-time by 2-1, and they got off to the perfect start.
Take the ball forward to Hoyland, who's got some space, but it's a heavy touch from him, and then Solanke trying to wrestle with Kambwala. He's done well, Dom Solanke running at Kambwala. Solanke with the chance, edge of the box, gets the shot away and scores! Dom Solanke with the low drive. Gets his 16th or 17th goal of the season, I should say. Celebrates in front of the Bournemouth crowd. He had Kambwala on toast there, Dom Solanke. Ran down the middle, shifted onto his right foot, shot towards the near corner. And the diving Onana could not get anywhere near it. Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 0. Rashford on the edge of the area, still in possession for United. Tees up Garnacho towards the byline, pulls it back towards Fernandes. It's going to fall for Fernandes, who smashes it into the roof of the net. The goal stands. Bournemouth wants something. It's unclear if that goal's going to stand or not. That will certainly be checked. Kluivert, left-hand side of the box, running at Kambwala. Shifts onto his right foot, shoots, goals and scores! That's a magnificent goal from Justin Kluivert. Shifts the ball onto his right foot, shoots low, straight through Onana. And Justin Kluivert has goal number 6 for the season and restores Bournemouth's lead. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 1. What a finish that was.
And Bournemouth could have added to their scoreline towards half-time. They're currently 11th in the Premier League table on 44 points if things stay as they are, level with Chelsea and Brighton, and just 5 points off 7th placed Manchester United, keeping that European dream alive, perhaps with 6 matches to play. 45 minutes, though, to get the job done, and we'll bring you that second 45 as soon as the players come back out onto the pitch at the Vitality. There was a blow late on in the half for Cherries, with Luis Sinistera coming off with what looks like a hamstring injury. But your thoughts on that half, Cherries fans? Text 81333. Start your message with the word Solent. WhatsApp 08000 321 333. Again, starting your message with the word Solent, you'll have to add us as a contact first. We've had cricket coverage as well, live on BBC Radio Solent on the BBC Sport website. Hampshire against Lancashire in day 2 of their county championship game. Hampshire were bowled out earlier for 367, and the visitors just currently looking at the cricket, still playing 228 for 4. Lancashire currently trail Hampshire by 139 runs with 6 wickets remaining. We've also had the Grand National earlier today. Andy Townend winning at Aintree on I Am Maximus, the joint favourite, and that's what we've already brought you live on BBC Radio Solent Sport. Reaction from Russell Martin and John Messino to come, and you're listening to the home of live sport across the south.
BBC Radio Solent Sport
on BBC iPlayer.
Ding dong delicious.
Glow Up is back.
It's a big, bold, beautiful statement.
With mind-blowing makeup looks to create.
The blends, I love it.
Idols to impress.
It's incredible work.
And a career-transforming prize.
I want this more than anyone, and no one's going to stop me.
The competition is just getting started.
We have to go big or go home.
This is our time to shine.
The new series of Glow Up. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
BBC Radio Solent Sport.
A very good evening. It's currently 29 minutes past 6, Saturday the 13th of April. My name is Tom Murray and I'm sitting in for half-time between Bournemouth and Manchester United. The Cherries currently leading by 2-1, and Adam Blackmore will get you through the remaining 40 minutes or so of the evening towards 8 o'clock as soon as full time has gone at the Vitality, with reaction from Willow and, of course, Andoni Iraola. Let's now get to some reaction to some of our 3 o'clock kickoffs. It's already been a dramatic day of football on BBC Radio Solent. We've had 3 live commentaries and at 3. And in the Championship, Southampton were hoping to capitalise on drop points by Leicester and Leeds in the promotion race. They hosted Watford at St Mary's, and it looked like they were going to throw away a 2-goal lead as Watford got themselves back on level terms in the second half. And then it got to the 99th minute.
Left-footed, whipping it in. Bachmann stays on his line, headed down and poked in! I can't believe it! Southampton have rescued it in the 98th minute! St Mary's erupts! Unbelievable scenes at St Mary's. Substitutes on the pitch. Flags being unfurled and waved. Goal flashing on the big screen. And somehow, someway, against the odds, in the 98th minute, set up by the much maligned Ryan Manning and his brilliant set-piece deliveries, Saints have rescued a point and then 2 more.
Absolute pandemonium at St Mary's, and after the game Adam Blackmore was able to catch up with Russell Martin.
It's quite a roller coaster of a day. Before you played, last night, the weekend, I mean, I don't know where to start really. How do you feel?
Ultimately it's been a very good day. I'm really annoyed it took till the 97th minute to win after the start we had in the game. So I'm frustrated at that, but I think that's my job to not be too emotional about results really. So I said to the players, we can't afford to come off it for 1 second, and at 2-0 we come off it again is not the plan. At 2-1 we have a lot of really good opportunities to kill the game, but they have too many. There was a lot of tired players, both teams, in the heat in the second half. I think we're the better team and we deserve to win, but I said to the players, the emotion we felt then in the 97th minute, we have a chance to feel that 10 times over with everyone, the fans, the players, the staff. But as long as we don't take our foot off the gas at any point.
The trouble is, when you do, you know, and people always say this to me from the game, once you come off a little bit, it's very hard to go back up again, whereas when you stay on it, it's almost easier mentally.
Yeah, and it's cost us too many times this season, and it's my job to be relentless with them, and we have to be. We have 5 games. Hopefully 5 games, maybe more. We shall see, but
might not need them.
But I said to you, there's going to be lots of twists and turns, and we need to take care of ourselves. Unfortunately, today we did, and we deserved to, but it took till far too late. But I'm delighted with that moment. To see everyone, the crowd, and the staff, and the bench, and the players on the bench, and the people on the pitch enjoy that.
Moments like that can make a season, and they can give you that momentum you've been searching for since international break. Certainly, and 2 home wins in a week is a massive start for that.
Yeah. So we've lost 1 game in 6 or 7 or whatever it is, and it was Ipswich, and we were brilliant. It's probably our best performance in that run. So the frustration of Middlesbrough and Ipswich is still being felt by me, and we have to use that frustration and also use the feeling that we had at the end today, because it is all about feeling. Not overthinking and effing too much at the moment. We have no time for that. It's about feeling it all and trying to achieve what we want to achieve.
You did a lot of people would say the right thing by naming an unchanged team, and it just shows how hard, with the players you left on the bench, it is at the moment to get that right. But again, you got through it, which is great, isn't it? And makes your decision happily hard again for Tuesday.
Yeah, and the subs had a really big impact in the game. Ryan Mann and Yanni were good. Seka was very good, much better than he was on Tuesday, so I'm really pleased with him on that. Stewie obviously has impact in the game. Is great. Who else? We did 1 more, didn't we?
Well, I was going to say it's very pleasing.
Yeah. So
Ryan Manning with the set pieces at the end, keeping the pressure on him and delivering them like he did. Really pleased for him.
Yeah, and he come on because Breezy's been nursing a bit of a tight hamstring and looked a bit tired. Joe Rebo looked tired. Will ran himself into the ground as he always does. So I'm pleased with the impact they had, and it's going to take everyone. I said that to the guys. We've had some disappointing guys the last couple of days not playing, but everyone is involved and everyone is so close. And even the guys that didn't come on today, they could start on Tuesday. They could be on the bench winning the game for us, coming off the bench. So we'll wait and see.
Final thought: how can you capture that last moment and Flynn's goal to take that to Tuesday? Because you haven't got too much time to enjoy it. Really, you've got to refocus very quickly.
Yeah, no time to enjoy it. We're not in a position where we can enjoy it. If we're in the top 2, maybe we can enjoy it. But it's now about analysing the game, improving on the performance. There was so much good stuff, but some stuff we really need to do better, and taking that into Tuesday.
That interview up on our Twitter feed at Solent Sport, up on BBC Sounds for you to listen to as well. Saints 6 points behind Leeds in third place in the Championship, but with 2 games in hand, and 7 behind Leicester City in second. They couldn't do it, could they? Preston on Tuesday up next for Southampton, and of course we'll have live commentary on BBC Radio Solent with Adam and Joe. And it was also a massive day for Pompey on BBC Radio Solent. They knew that a win at Bolton and they'd be promoted to the Championship as champions of League One, but they were held to a 1-1 draw, and Derby's win meant that Pompey will have to wait until Tuesday at home to Barnsley to secure that promotion. Andy Moon managed to grab a word with John Messino at full time.
John, what's your verdict on that 1-1 draw today?
Delighted with the point. Really displeased, I think, with the way that we responded to going a goal ahead. I thought we obviously started the game really well. We were excellent. We looked a real threat, scored the goal, and then I just thought we went into our shells a bit. Probably the occasion, I'm not sure what it was, maybe got the better of us. Made some really uncharacteristic decisions, sort of slashing at clearances, weren't tracking runners. And to be honest, I thought the Bolton goal was coming when it did. I think as soon as the goal went in and it was 1-1, we clicked back into gear. And we were decent towards the back end of the first half, but we needed half-time, I think, to get in and regroup. And the second half, I thought was a good game of football. We wrestled a bit of control back. We had some very, very good chances on the counter-attack. And I think on the second half performance, deserved a point. Bolton probably considered themselves a little bit unlucky, but the job here today was to make sure we didn't lose. That obviously didn't set up that way, but as the game went on, I thought it became a better and better point.
You made 4 changes by, the 52nd minute? I guess that's an indication of you're not too happy with the direction the game's going.
Yeah, I thought we looked a bit leggy, and it's understandable. I just think you get to this stage of the season, and even though we've had a week off, everything that the boys have put into every single minute of every single game this year maybe caught up with a couple of them, and it just looked like I thought at that time it would be a good decision to freshen things up. And when you've got a bench like we have sitting behind us, it was very, very, we're pleased to be able to do that.
It would have been a courageous refereeing decision, but should you have had a penalty right at the end for the challenge on Yengi?
I mean, anyone that had eyes on me would have said, would have known that I thought it was a Stonewall penalty. That sort of challenge gets given anywhere else on the pitch. For some reason, there's this really high threshold against Colby and Cassini for some bizarre reason. Gethin Jones has got no interest in the ball. He drags Cassini down. It's a Stonewall penalty. I don't know why it's not given. I do know why it's not given, but on the day we didn't get it. But just one of those things. We've just got to dust ourselves off and get on with it. I thought it was a strange decision not to give it.
And look, 1 point on Tuesday, you're promoted, win, and you are champions.
Yeah, and I think that's the incentive. We said that in there. We've put ourselves in a fantastic position, obviously, this season, and we're obviously not going to be playing for the point. I think it's a game that we can go and win, but Barnsley are a really good side, and they've showed that throughout the year. So we have to make sure that we prepare properly, we do everything right tomorrow, do everything right Monday, and of course it's going to be in the back of everyone's minds what the rewards are, but I think the most important thing is just to make sure that we stay steady and do our jobs.
How good to have Callum Lang back?
Yeah, brilliant. I thought Langy put himself in some really good positions in the first half. I think he had a really good chance actually at 0-0, which maybe a fully fit, but not he is fully fit, but maybe a fully sharp Callum Lang coming back into it, puts it in the back of the net. And I thought as the game went on, it was always the plan to bring him off after about 50-55 minutes. We were actually going to look at him at half time. So one of those where we just have to manage these players coming back, but I think everyone was really pleased to have him back in the side.
Perhaps a quieter bus journey home than it could have been today.
Yeah, and that's fine. We weren't counting on our chickens before the game. This is a very, very difficult place to come and play. Bolton are a fantastic side. We've seen that time and time again, and their home record is incredible. I think if you look at it last week, they've absolutely torn Reading apart, scored 5 goals here. So for us to come away with a point at this stage of the season, to take 4 points off promotion rivals, that's something I don't think we would have been in a position to do last year. It was a big thing in the summer about making sure we're competitive with the sides that are at the top of the league. I just and I've spoken about it a few times, but I think the 4 losses at the back end of last year were Plymouth away, Peterborough away, Barnsley away, and Sheffield Wednesday at home. And that just tells you where we were as a squad. So to come here and compete the way we did, I'm thrilled.
I think this means you haven't lost to any of the top 6 away from home.
Yeah, and that's it's a big. I think it's a big thing, making sure that when if we can't win, we don't lose games, and that's been a theme that's run throughout the side this year. The lads have got themselves in a really, really good position where you can't win every game of football, and unfortunately we tried to. And I think even when we make the changes in the second half, you can see we're bringing 2 centre forwards on in Cassini and Christian. We are trying to win the game. We're bringing a winger on as well. We're not shutting up shop. Actually, to be fair, I thought the only time we looked a bit vulnerable is when we didn't get pressure on the ball. So that's the way we want to try and do things. But yeah, if you can't win on the day, and today we found it difficult at times, then come away with a point, particularly today, because it keeps Bolton at arm's length.
Pompey manager John Messino there speaking to Andy Moon after Pompey weren't able to secure promotion to the Championship today, and they will play against Barnsley on Tuesday. Right, the teams are back out at the Vitality, so let's get you back to Rob and Willow. Bournemouth leading Manchester United by 2-1. Your second half commentary live on all Radio Solent frequencies, online and on BBC Sounds. The former Cherries defender John Williams alongside Rob Sills.
Thank you very much, Tom. Erik ten Hag's made a big call at half-time. He's decided to bring off Alejandro Garnacho and gone for Amad Diallo to come on. Garnacho substituted. Diallo has 8 goals in his last 17 club starts across Sunderland and Man United. He was on loan at Sunderland earlier on this season in the Championship. Returned, though, in the January transfer window as Bournemouth get the second half underway. Kicking from right to left then as we look at it. Kicking towards the Steve Fletcher stand. And the opening action of the half is for Senesi to play it to the wide right, and a massively hoofed clearance goes straight off the foot of Bruno Fernandes and out for a Bournemouth throw-in on the halfway line. And of course Bournemouth leading by 2-1 in this second half. Cherries fans with some early noise in the opening stages of this second half. Thrown down the line from Smith is flicked on by Kluivert towards Solanke, who's had a really good tussle with Harry Maguire this afternoon. Maguire's won most of the headers though, but Solanke has a goal to his name. Kelly in the left back position for Bournemouth slips as he clears. Ball goes out of play though, and it's going to be a United throw-in in front of Erik ten Hag's technical area. Diego Dalot just dries the ball on his t-shirt. Wanders forward a couple of steps.
Quite interesting. A lot of United fans downstairs not happy with Rashford.
Dalot skips past Lewis Cook, who then does really well to try and get back and win the ball, and he's won a throw-in out of it as well, Lewis Cook. Brilliant from him. In front of the United technical area still, a little bit further down, we'll say midway inside the Bournemouth half to avoid any confusion. Kelly throws the ball down the line, flicked on by Solanke. A header he does win, but there's no one there to get on the end of it. Maguire goes back to Onana on the edge of the United 6-yard box. He opens up the palm of his hand and tells his defenders to settle, and then plays it to the right back position to Camboile. Gets it straight back, but Solanke puts him under a bit of pressure. I think there was a little bit more distance between the two of them than John Williams thought there.
Got my angles wrong.
Hoyland plays it to this near hand side to Bruno Fernandes into the Bournemouth half. Early cross from Fernandes is absolutely terrible. That might be one of the worst passes I've seen, as he just hooks it. He tries to spread the play to Rashford and ends up miscuing it straight over the Bournemouth crossbar into about row G. Goal kick to Bournemouth.
Yeah, that was... I didn't just see that one coming at all.
Might have tried to play that off as a shot, but I don't think you'd want that going down as a shot against your name anyway. Neto with the goal kick, plays it long up towards the halfway line, straight down the middle of the park. Maguire wins the header again, and then Lewis Cook retrieves the second ball, finds Adam Smith in the right back position, and now they're into the United half with Kluivert down the right. Attacking 18 Casemiro. The Brazilian midfielder stands his ground and puts the ball out of play for a Bournemouth throw in, which Smith's going to take midway inside the United half on the far side. 2-1 Bournemouth lead. Goals from Dom Solanke and Justin Kluivert in the first half, either side of a Bruno Fernandes volley. And Bournemouth have deserved their lead as well. They've been absolutely fantastic in this half so far, in the first half at least.
Should have been 1 or 2 more goals if you're being a bit picky.
Absolutely. At the very least, you could say as well. Other chances for Kluivert. Christie's had a couple as United take the throw-in in their left-back position. Fernandes chips it down the line, looking for the run of Rashford, but Zabani's there to just nod it and flick it behind or out of play for a throw-in.
Yeah, the crowd just feeling it at the moment. Just need to get a bit more momentum going again. Here's a chance for Dominic. Can't quite
United
keep
try
it.
and play a forward pass and ricochets off the Bournemouth defender, and now Kirkes, if he gets there first, can run at Dalot. Left hand side towards the corner flag he goes in the Man United half, getting pulled back by Dalot. Kirkes still though tries to play off Dalot and wins a free kick. Dalot saying to the referee that he was having his shirt pulled. Not really sure he can have many complaints with that, Willow.
Well, Dalot, I don't know what he's Don't know what he's doing.
Kirkes does have an arm on his shirt.
Well, they both got
in the
over one
replays.
another.
We just see that, but yeah, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, as you could say.
Yeah.
But either way, Bournemouth have the free kick, and it's from a very wide position. It's probably about 10 or so yards from the corner flag, right over on this near-hand touchline. But either way, it's a chance for Bournemouth to get that ball into the danger zone as they seek a third goal in this tie. 2 hands up from Cook, plays it to the edge of the box, it's dummied, it comes to Kluivert, that's a lovely move, it's against the midriff of a United defender. The Cherries fans want handball. Excellently worked free kick, nearly came off. The ball is cleared, it's all the way back with Neto though, midway inside the Bournemouth half. He goes long towards the edge of the box, Kelly wins the header. Might still fall for Kelly, left hand side of the box, crosses it in, it comes off Amad Diallo, hooks the clearance away, only as far as Sinetti though. Chips
Great
it
ball.
to the right hand side of the box, looking
too hard.
for Kluivert, lovely touch from him. He crosses right footed, it's way too hard. Picked up though by Cook on the byline on the near side, gets it back from Kelly and then gives it back to the left back. Kelly's going to cross left footed towards the middle of the box, and Amadou Onana's out to claim it. Did a little somersault in the air as he went over the top of a body.
Yeah, he did well there, the goalkeeper. It was an awkward one. Just got a little flick off a teammate.
Just seeing that penalty shout back, it's never a penalty. It takes a deflection, then hits the knee of Maguire and bounces up off his forearm, which is tucked right into his body. No chance you can give that. But Bournemouth in possession, their left centre-back position. Sinesti clears it up towards Kluivert, but Maguire cuts it out. Casemiro back in field, plays it down the left-hand side, looking to run a Wan-Bissaka. He checks his run, and Zabani's going to have a relatively straightforward claim, and then plays it right-footed down the line. Controlled on the instep by the ball boy, who happens to be my cousin Willow. Ethan Sills over on that far side in front of the United fans.
Well done, Ethan.
Lovely bit of control there from the boy. Diego Dallo brings the ball over halfway. Now Amad Diallo takes over. Kobbie Mainoo midway inside the Bournemouth half, right of centre. Dallo in field to Diallo. Casemiro now won over to Mainoo. Can he get a cross in right footed? Right inside of the box is Diallo. Lovely turn from him. Goes down. Kelly straight in his face, telling him to get back up, and Bournemouth win the ball back. Kirkes plays it wide to Ouattara. Sliding tackle from Wan-Bissaka, and the referee's given a free kick.
Yeah,
I thought he got the ball there, Wan-Bissaka.
Me too.
I didn't think there was a lot wrong with that. The way that Ouattara went down almost twisted a little bit as he did so. But I didn't think there was a lot wrong with that tackle in the Bournemouth right back position.
No, got the ball.
Bournemouth free kick either way though. The United fans over in that corner feeling a bit aggrieved as Neto just rolls the ball out.
Well, look, get used to it. We've had plenty of decisions go against us this season.
Goal kick goes long. Ouattara flicks it on, and in the end it looks like it's come off Wan-Bissaka's head, because Bournemouth are given the throw in by the linesman, who's a couple of yards away. Midway inside the Manchester United half. 2-1 Bournemouth lead then. 10 minutes into the second period. Kluivert touches it around the corner looking for Solanke. Back towards the halfway line. Højlund picks up the loose ball, and then Fernandes picks it up, chips it down the left, looking to run a Rashford. He's in behind here. Cook does well though to turn on the afterburners and just rolls it back to Neto. Brilliant from him. It looked for all the world like Rashford was just going to waltz past him and get in behind down the left. Casemiro top of the centre circle, plays it left of centre to Fernandes, midway inside the Bournemouth half. What can United do here? Fernandes brings the ball forward. Solanke does a good bit of defensive work though, and then Kobbie Mainoo picks up the loose ball midway inside the Bournemouth half. Still back towards the halfway line to Camboire, who plays it across to Harry Maguire's defensive partnership.
United just trying to raise the game with their fans.
Camboire back to Onana, who's quite a long way out of his box actually. You could call that a defensive midfield position as he plays a right-footed crossfield pass looking for Rashford, who heads it into the Bournemouth box, looks to chase his own pass as Marcus Rashford, and then Neto comes right out, takes a touch into the right-back position and clears it long over halfway. And guess who's there to win the header? Harry Maguire. Fernandes brings the ball down the left-hand side, midway inside the Bournemouth half. He's got Rashford for company. This is a good spell of possession from Manchester United. Højlund plays a 1-2 with Fernandes. Zabani does well to shield the ball and then clears it up to Lewis Cook in the right back position for Bournemouth. He chips it over halfway. Camboire's the only man, lets it drop over his shoulder and then plays it into the Manchester United right back position with Dallo. And then he chips it forward looking for the run of Fernandez. Zabani repels it and heads it forward to Christie. He then touches it into Bournemouth's left back position. And Lloyd Kelly plays it down the line off Amad Diallo and out for a Bournemouth throw.
Yeah, good defensive work there. They all knew what their job was. Just by the time we got to Kelly, the whole thing had closed down. Our throw though.
Kelly with the ball in his arms, just pointing with his right hand as to where he wants Kirkes to be. Gains a few yards as well, does Lloyd Kelly. Walking further forward, right in front of Ten Hag, throws it down the line looking for Solanke. Kambuala wins the header this time. Casemiro clears the second ball into the centre circle where Rashford waits. He battles with Adam Smith, who comes away with it. Christie now gets the better of Fernandez. Wide right it goes to Ouattara. He's attacking number 29 Wan-Bissaka, still with Dango Ouattara. Midway inside the United half, right of centre, back to Christie, and now back with Zabani. And now we're back in the Manchester United half. In the centre circle though, Zabani brings the ball over halfway. Plays it forward to Ouattara. Plays a bit of a hopeful pass, but Lewis Cook is there to spray it to the near hand side. Kirkes just about controls it, with Dallo for company on this near hand side. Back to Kelly, still midway inside the United half. Good spell of territory from Bournemouth. Kluivert turns. Kambuala still going. Kluivert left hand side of the box, goes one way then the other, still going. Kluivert gets the shot away, it's blocked. Hoyland on the edge of the United box turns onto his left foot and then loses the ball to Adam Smith, who's right by the corner flag. Can Bournemouth create from this position? Fernandez tries to pick up the loose ball, but sliding in is Ryan Christie to put it out of play for a United throw. And Bournemouth with another good bit of good spell of possession there. 2-1, 56 gone.
Great work by Clive. I was counting them as 1, 2, 3, but he just couldn't see a gap to get the shot away. Great work though.
Neto, or Nana I should say, it's getting my goalkeepers mixed up there, as the ball is in the centre circle with Kobbie Mainoo, Manchester United midfielder, out to the near hand side looking to Rashford on the far side, running at Adam Smith. Takes a heavy touch with his head though, and then is sent over the advertising boardings by Smith. He turns round and flaps a couple of arms at his teammates.
Adam Smith offered him a handshake, he didn't want it, Rashford.
Goal kick to Bournemouth then. Neto puts the ball down on the right hand side of the 6-yard box and then just slows the game down. Clears the ball left footed. It's over to the right back position to Zabani. Forward it goes to Kluivert, now forward to Adam Smith, down the line looking for Ouattara. Bournemouth win a throw in as that drone goes up again behind the Ted McDougall stand.
It's got no markings on it, we can't tell whose it is.
Too far away for that as well, unless you've got a pair of binoculars under your seat. Adam Smith takes the throw in down the line. And Solanke can't quite keep it in, but he's won another throw in. And the sun's gone in. It's nice and shaded, the pitch now, still light, the side of the floodlight starting to take effect. Christie in the middle of the Man United half, into Senesi. He plays a left-footed through ball to Kluivert on the edge of the box, lovely play. Kirkes left hand side, crosses right, left-footed, and it's deflected off Dallo. Kirkes is going to let that go for a throw, and I thought for a second he might keep it in. But again, Bournemouth getting a really good position.
Yeah, we've got to pick somebody out with, that's the third or fourth time that cross has been on, and we're not picking out a red and black shirt.
Throw-in going to be taken by Kelly, right against the corner flag, and it comes to Senesi. He then doesn't master that one very well. Diallo loses out to Christie though, who just dribbles into the middle of the United half again, plays it to the left to Kelly, crossing opportunity, and it goes. Solanke the target, is fired wide. They want a corner and they're going to get one, Bournemouth. It just looked like Solanke was about to side foot that left-footed into the corner, but instead it goes behind for a Bournemouth corner.
Well, Solanke just got across the near post. Yeah, as the United defender who got there first, no doubt about that. Excellent work. Cookie's gone out there now to take the corner. Don't hit the first man, please.
You've heard the instructions there, former Bournemouth defender John Williams. Corner to be taken from this near side then. Lewis Cook to swing this in right footed, raises two hands and then plays it short towards the edge of the box again. It's touched towards Justin Kluivert on the edge of the box, and he's flashed it wide of the post. Two really nice set pieces from Bournemouth in the last couple of minutes, straight off the training ground. That's two corners in a row that have been really nicely worked into a shooting opportunity. Both have fallen to Kluivert, but he didn't quite connect with that one as he wanted, as United try and play their way out from the back. Maguire finds Mainu in the middle of their half. Diallo gives it back to the 18-year-old. And now it's back in the left centre-back position with Harry Maguire. Up towards the halfway line to Fernandes, but Maguire gets it straight back. Mainu into Diallo. Kirkes putting him under a bit of pressure. Still, base the centre circle though. Exactly where Bournemouth want them. Maguire opens up his body and then plays it forward to Diallo. He slides in on Senesi, who rolls around. Ref's going to play advantage though, because Bournemouth has some bodies forward. Kluivert down the middle of the park, tries to tee up Ouattara, but gets the pass all wrong, and the ball is back with Nana.
The form he's in, Kluivert, take that under the 2 yards and let one go.
Man United try and bring the ball out from the back with Fernandes. He looks up and plays a right-footed crossfield pass looking for Rashford, but Smith's there to head it back towards the halfway line. Mainu plays a 1-2 with Diallo. Now it's over on that far side in United's possession. Wan-Bissaka brings it into the Bournemouth half. Down the line it goes to Mainu. He then checks, stops the ball dead, and plays it back to Maguire on the halfway line. Left of centre in that left-hand channel. Forward it goes to Højlund. Just looking at the United attack, Willer, there's not that much movement going on. They all seem pretty static as Højlund and Casemiro combine in the middle of the Bournemouth half. Højlund brings it out to this near-hand side with Dalot. Infield it goes to Fernandes, still in the middle of the Bournemouth half. Bodies back for the Cherries. Diallo now right-hand side of the box, running at Kelly onto his left foot. Sees that Fernandes, who drills across into the feet of Ryan Christie, and Bruno Fernandes gets the ball back. Diallo 30 yards from goal, brings it onto his left foot, middle of the Bournemouth half. Rashford plays it into the left-hand side to Wan-Bissaka. Zabani goes across to meet him. Wan-Bissaka still in the corner of the box. Diallo gives it wide to Rashford. He crosses right-footed straight into the feet of the Bournemouth number 3, Milos Kerkez, and now Kluivert can try and bring the ball out for the Cherries. He's got Ouattara and Solanke ahead of him. Opts to turn back though.
Great work back.
Goes back into the right-back position where Lewis Cook brings the ball away from Højlund. And then Bournemouth work it really nicely to this near-hand side left-back position. 62 gone. Bournemouth leading by 2-1. Solanke tries to turn, and his heavy touch finds Kerkez in the left-back position. And Lloyd Kelly goes back to Marcos Senesi, who of course was the talk of the team news an hour and a half ago when he came in for Lloyd Kelly at centre-back. Senesi. And Kelly of course coming on for the injured Sinistero, who would return to the starting 11 after overcoming a hamstring knock and then pulled his hamstring in the first half. And the United fans want further punishment after, I think it was Zabani kicked the ball away there after conceding a free kick. But United with the chance in an attacking position. It's a throw-in. Wan-Bissaka in front of the travelling fans over on that left-hand side. In it goes to Fernandes, back towards the halfway line though to Maguire. He then plays it in field and Casemiro steps over it. Really good defending from Senesi to step in front of Casemiro. Højlund does well to get back there and win the ball back for United. And then now Diallo steps away from Lloyd Kelly and takes it into the centre circle to Fernandes. Casemiro one ahead of him, gives it back to Diallo on for Garnacho at half-time. And the referee gives a free kick as Diallo goes down under a challenge.
I think he went down a bit light, Diallo there, lucky to get the free kick. Definitely a nudge on him, but not a heavy one.
To United, taken quickly by Fernandes towards Rashford, but it's headed away by Zabani. Maguire racing Cook into the corner flag, but Cook clears his lines. Now Mainu looks to try and bend one like he did against Liverpool, and the referee's given a penalty. It hit a hand on its way through. Man United have a penalty. I think it might have come off Adam Smith's arm. He looks like the guilty party standing in the box with his hands on his knees. But Manchester United have a penalty. Against the run of play, you could say. We're just seeing a replay.
His arm's by his side.
And Adam Smith,
I don't think his arms move towards
Mainu
it.
Shoots it, takes a deflection, and that's a very, very harsh one to give, I think. The shot it comes off Ryan Christie into the arms of Smith, who's standing side on, by the way, and it just hits his elbow. Whether the ref thinks he's almost tried to control it with his elbow, but either way, United have a penalty and a chance to make it 2-2.
Still waiting to hear from VAR.
Just having another look, it's the right foot. Oh, it's a very harsh deflection as well that sends the ball Adam Smith's way. And it is a penalty kick to Manchester United. Neto in goal then. Doesn't have the best penalty record, only saved 1 of 10 Premier League penalties that he's faced. And he stands against Bruno Fernandes looking for his 7th of the season. He's scored in his last 2 games, and he last scored in 3 successive Premier League games in February 2021. So a chance for Bruno Fernandes from the spot. Tony Harrington just telling the players to stay outside of the box. Still waiting as the referee walks back in. Fernandes being made to wait. The Cherries fans behind that goal waving, jeering, doing everything they can to try and put off the Portuguese midfielder. Tony Harrington back in his spot, puts the whistle to his lips. Fernandes steps up, right-footed and scores. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, rolls it into the corner. Fernandes has his 2nd of the game. And United are back on level terms for the 2nd time this afternoon. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2.
Yeah, we've got to learn to go again now. You know, we've dominated most of the play. United have had 1 or 2 spats, but then you get a penalty decision that goes against you. That, to be honest, only the top 6 get.
Bournemouth get the game back underway. Zabani plays a left-footed pass over to the corner flag way. Dallow in the right-back position lets that go. Well, Bournemouth have done it before in this game. They've come from, well, they've taken the lead, conceded, and then retaken the lead. So can they do it once again? Throw into United on the near-hand side, deep by the corner flag, away to our left. Dallow throws it in towards the middle of the Bournemouth half. Cooks underneath it to chip it up into the sky. And then Christie heads it down into Cliver, away by Casemiro. And you could say, as Casemiro almost leans into the ball there, it wasn't in the box or anything, but that was similar to what Adam Smith was just penalised for, as Diallo's got a bit of space to run into down this near-hand side, attacking Lloyd Kelly in the Bournemouth left-back position. Diallo stops the ball dead and then gives it to Casemiro. Right-hand side of the box now is Fernandes. Towards the corner flag he goes, shifts it onto his left foot and then tees up Wan-Bissaka in towards Diallo. Edge of the box, Casemiro with an opportunity to cross it right-footed towards Rasmus Højlund, who's just over his head. And Neto comes off his line to make a claim.
Yeah, good work there. The defensive line was intact and the goalkeeper on his toes, just waiting for it to fall his way.
Lloyd Kelly in the left-back position for Bournemouth. Gets the overarm bold ball from Neto. Plays it down the line looking for Solanke, who's forced all the way towards the corner flag on the near-hand side. With Willy Camboila for company. Lovely turn from Ouattara. Tees up Solanke from the edge of the box. He shoots, it deflects and goes behind. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's just a bit of a swazzy shot. I thought it took a big deflection, but it's a goal kick.
Yeah, but the work that he does to get in that channel, hold the ball up, wait for people to come and help him. Fantastic by Dominic. So it's to have a centre forward in your team that puts that amount of effort into the other side of his game is absolutely amazing.
As we tick over the 67th minute, we're nearly halfway through this second half period. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2. This game finally poised. What a game it's been as well, by the way. Attacking football everywhere you look. As Onana clears it long, collected by Diego Dallo after a lovely bit of play, but Dallo's away down the right now towards the edge of the byline. He goes edge of the box with Lloyd Kelly for company. Comes off Kelly and goes behind for a corner, but the referee's given a free kick after I think Dallo tried to cross it and then ended up taking an absolute lump out of Lloyd Kelly's shin.
Well, he should have.
Be a free kick to Bournemouth.
He should have known it with Kelly. There was no way he was ever going to go past him with a sprint. He was always going to get back before him and get some sort of blocking. There's nowhere near where the ball is, by the way. But
he's gained at least 5 yards there, Neto. It's going to be a right-footed free kick then for Bournemouth in the Bournemouth box.
Here we go. He usually does it on 60 minutes. Is he a bit late tonight?
Over halfway, headed over the top by Casemiro. And we're going to see the second Bournemouth change of the night. Romain Favre is going to come on, the French midfielder. And it looks like Max Aarons is getting ready as well, but more of that to come shortly as the ball is back in the Bournemouth half with Zabani, who steps inside of Rashford, and then Fernandes gets the second ball, races through on goal, turns around and says no. But Rashford did catch Zabani there, and the Ukrainian centre-back gets the free kick given his way.
Yeah, substitutes coming up a little bit later than normal. They're usually on 61 minutes.
Every consistency is key, but this time it's the 69th minute that Bournemouth make the change, and the first one is Dango Ouattara. It's going to be replaced by Romain Favre.
Max Aarons.
And Max Aarons is going to come on for Adam Smith at right back. Like for like change there. And Romain Favre is still fairly unknown, isn't he, in Bournemouth colours?
Yes.
He spent a lot of time on loan in the French League earlier on in the season.
We've seen some sparks of good stuff, but we've yet to see the real thing.
Only substitute appearances for Bournemouth in the Premier League this season. Romain Favre gets another opportunity to come on with 20 minutes of normal time to go here to show what he can do. Bournemouth take the free kick quickly to Zabani, now in the right back position with Aarons, who gets his first touch. Zabani chips it down towards the halfway line, where Favre tries to flick it over his head past Wan-Bissaka, but loses the ball in the process, and Maguire plays it up towards the halfway line where Christie cuts it out, heads it towards the corner flag where Solanke's in chase with Kambuala, hoofed up into the sky. Mainu with a fantastic first touch, awkwardly tries to control it, and Diallo turns away from Christie on halfway, brings it into the Bournemouth half right of centre. Hoyland scarpering towards the edge of the Bournemouth 18-yard box, lays off for Fernandes, who's on a hat-trick. Left hand side of the box now is Rashford. He holds the ball up, then shifts it onto his right foot, runs straight into Favre though, and Bournemouth bring the ball away with Lewis Cook. Now Kirkes brings the ball over halfway left of centre, plays it wide to Solanke. What can Bournemouth do here? 2 over for Solanke to work with in white. Does well to get away from Rashford. Then up against Dalot, nutmegs him, into the box he goes. Dalot does well to recover, but it's back to Christie, now to Cook, 30 yards from goal, centre of the park. Wide it goes to Kluivert, right hand side of the box. He crosses right-footed, it's too high for Dom Solanke and goes behind for a goal kick. 2-2.
Yeah, great work by Dominic again though. Never stops running into that bottom left-hand corner. He must have been there 8 times this half. All for the good of the team. Aaron's going in on that right-hand side. We've seen sparks of him early on in the season, but be nice to see a performance from him tonight.
Goal kick taken. Bournemouth win the ball back on the halfway line, and Kirkes plays it into Cook. And then here is Cook on the top of the centre circle. Plays it wide to Romain Favre. He's going to attack down the right-hand side, attacking the right-hand side of United box. Plays a 1-2 with Kluivert, and then sort of stumbles over the ball a little bit there, Favre. United clear the ball. Didn't quite take it in his stride as he would have liked, and then nearly given away. Hoyland's on the chase. Rasmus Hoyland's nearly come away with it, and Marcos Senesi gets away with one. Got in a bit of a twist as he tried to play it back to Neto. Hoyland hot on his heels, the Danish striker.
He took 3 chances there instead of 1.
Kirkes out wide to Lloyd Kelly, midway inside the Manchester United half. Kelly looks for a cross, opts against it and plays it short to Christie. He then plays a 1-2 with Favre and switches the play to Lewis Cook. Down the line it goes to Max Aarons, midway inside the United half, right of centre, back to Cook. In field it goes to Favre, running away from any pressure, then gets between 2 United midfielders. Really good from him, still going into the box, tackled though. United back in possession. Fernandes up towards the base of the D, where Hoyland's beaten to the ball, and now Lewis Cook in possession for Bournemouth. 2-2, 73 minutes gone. Aarons, with 3 white shirts around him, goes back into the Bournemouth half, into their centre-back area with Zabani. Now out to this near-hand side to Senesi. Chips one over the top looking for Solanke. Kambuala wins the header but can only flick it on. The ball might fall for Kluivert. The shot's blocked on the edge of the box. Christie picks up the pieces though. 35 yards from goal. Plays it left to Lloyd Kelly. Is there a chance here anywhere for Bournemouth? Kelly and Kirkes. Passing it around back to Senesi. Kluivert seated on the edge of the box and Senesi's put it out of play. I think it's cramp for Justin Kluivert. Hopefully nothing too severe other than that.
No,
that'd be the last thing Bournemouth want if Kluivert goes off injured as well as
I think it is cramp, and if he is going to come off, he's running himself into the ground. Cramp doesn't go away. You know, once you get the first hit of it, usually it's best to make a substitution.
Well, Kluivert's been absolutely phenomenal for Bournemouth today.
Yeah, he has.
He's been absolutely everywhere. Attack, defence, scored a goal. It really has been a brilliant performance from Kluivert.
Can't see anybody strip it. Yes, I can. There are clothes are coming off, but there's only one or two of them in that dugout. Can't see who it's going to be.
Very obvious from here to see who it is. But Kluivert still down, receiving some treatment. He's got his left leg at full extension as he's stretching out that hamstring of his. Well, I was doing my prep, and my favourite stat of my whole prep came from Justin Kluivert. Found out that he was the second player this century to score in all 5 of the top European leagues when he scored his first goal for Bournemouth at the Etihad against Manchester City.
Wow, that's quite a feat.
Behind Stefan Jovetic as well, the former Manchester City striker. 2 players that you might not have thought about if you thought about prolific goal scorers across all of Europe's top 5 leagues, but there we go.
No, but he's doing well in our league, isn't he?
He is indeed.
Nice contribution.
And it looks like it's going to be Enes Ünal who's going to come on for Justin Kluivert, by the way, just in case anyone was wondering. Number 26 with his hairband in.
Yeah, they're going to Ünal it is.
Signed in January.
I can guess he can probably fit in that position himself, where Kluivert is.
And Enes Ünal does come on. Be interesting.
No, Ünal's go up front, sorry, and it'll be.
Solanke drops into the hole.
Drop into the hole, yeah.
Can already see them do that. Solanke's already dropped a little bit deeper. Game back underway then. Bournemouth in their right centre-back position with Ilya Zabani. And he plays the ball up towards the halfway line where Favre goes down under a tackle from Wan-Bissaka. Gets a free kick for his troubles.
Right through the back of him, that one.
Lewis Cook places the ball down as we tick over 76 minutes. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2. Finally poised heading into the final 14 minutes of normal time here. And the ball goes down the line, looking for Kirkez. Cut out though. Solanke picks up the loose ball. Edge of the Manchester United box on the left-hand side. Out wide to this near-hand side to Kelly. Back to Solanke. And then Senesi midway inside the United half. A little bit deeper. Plays it to Kirkez with a little bit of space.
Turn round there. Needs a call.
To Kelly. Crosses left-footed. It deflects. And it goes behind for a Bournemouth corner. We've seen a couple of really nice moves from these corners. Can Bournemouth, at the third time of asking, manufacture something brilliant?
Well, so long as they don't hit the first man, that's always my concern. Just get one red shirt running across the front of that near post. Might get a flick, might miss it.
Well, Kluivert's gone off now, so that man on the edge of the box is now Ryan Christie. And the corner goes into the middle of the box this time. It's headed away at the front post. Only as far as Max Aarons, though, who's the final man back forward, Bournemouth.
Where's he going?
It goes to Christie.
He's left the
Aarons
back door
continues
open.
his run. Can he get across in from the right? Shifts it onto his left foot. Plays it into Favre, corner of the box. Favre running back towards the halfway line. Plays it across the 18-yard box to Kirkez. Wide it still, it goes to Cook. Back to Kirkez, left-hand side of the box. Crosses left-footed towards the front post. It's cleared by Casemiro. And then Wan-Bissaka brings the ball away. Tripped by Cook. And that is probably the easiest free kick we've seen given all afternoon.
Yeah. I don't think it was necessary, that one. Another Man United substitution.
Man United making a fairly attacking substitution as well. Number 37, Kobbie Mainoo, to be replaced by Mason Mount, who is known in these parts. Grew up in Portsmouth, just along the coast. Of course, ex-Chelsea. Comes on in the centre of midfield. Certainly more attacking minded than Kobbie Mainoo, but we've seen he can score goals in recent weeks. Maguire in the possession in the left centre-back position for Bournemouth. Back to Nana on the edge of the box. Now up to this near-hand channel to Camboire. Brings the ball up towards the halfway line and then turns. Under a bit of pressure from Ünal. Goes across the middle of the Bournemouth half to Maguire. And then it's up towards the halfway line to Fernandes. He's got some pressure to deal with. Back to Wan-Bissaka, and now Maguire again. Goes back to his goalkeeper, Onana. United just happy again to pass it around the back, and then Onana goes long, looking for the run of Diogo Dalot. Lewis Cook there, though he does slip, and Dalot picks up the second ball. Chance for Man United to get the ball in the box, and it goes towards Marcus Rashford. Gets the wrong side of the Barney and wins a corner. The Barney's appeals for a goal kick are ignored, and Manchester United have a bit of a fortuitous corner after Lewis Cook slipped.
I've seen Lewis Cook do that before. Should remember it. Don't take chances if you're going to make your feet give away on you.
Corner from the far side. Fernandes is going to take this right-footed, standing still with his right arm raised. Swings it short. And their free kick's been given to Bournemouth before they could even get the ball in the box. Rasmus Højlund looking a bit frustrated.
I've never seen a foul given like that before. A bit of argy-bargy
in the box, and the free kick's been given before the ball can be delivered.
Quite incredible, that.
The referee spotted something he didn't like, so we just see the replay. All the United players sort of making their runs, turn around, very surprised that the referee stopped the play. Neto takes the free kick long. It's headed out of play, and it goes out midway inside the Manchester United half. The referee doesn't know where to give it, the linesman doesn't know where to give it, and in the end gives it to United.
Whoever shouts loudest gets the throw.
Mount and Casemiro combine on the right hand side, and then Casemiro plays it down the line, looking for one of Højlund. Senesi touches it forward to the halfway line, and then it's all the way back towards Neto. Under pressure from Højlund, though, the lifelong Manchester United fan. Rasmus Højlund grew up in Copenhagen supporting United, now plays for his club. Maguire into Cambuala on the base of the centre circle. Casemiro chips it in behind, looking for the run of Bruno Fernandes. Aarons is underneath it though, and does well to work it out to Romain Favre on the right. Can he bring the ball over halfway? Yes, he can. Running Wan-Bissaka, shifts onto his left foot, and then goes past Casemiro, and then gives it to Unal, midway inside the United half. On that far side touchline, Mount presses, but doesn't win the ball. Now it's the Barney inside the Bournemouth half, and across the centre circle it goes to Senesi, and over the halfway line into the United half. Middle of the park is Solanke, goes down under a tackle from Amad Diallo, and Bournemouth have a free kick, which they could take a little bit further forward than that. Lewis Cook wants to take it quickly, could go a little bit further forward. I think he was being a bit harsh on himself there.
I think he was more forward than that, but we'll take the free kick.
It's about 5 yards further forward than that at least, and Christie's going to leave it to Cook to take.
Very difficult, these straight ones. You've got to manufacture something with your set play, otherwise it just fizzles out.
Free kick taken short to Aarons, midway inside the United half. Chip toward the back post. No. Kelly's the target, but it's over his head. And straight out of play for a Manchester United goal kick. 82 minutes gone. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2. Still everything to play for as we tick towards the 90. Goal kick to Manchester United. Away to our left, in front of the Steve Fletcher stand. Nana takes it long, over towards the halfway line. Over it goes. Fernandes flicks it on, looking for the run of Rashford. It wrong foots the winger. And Max Aarons recovers well. And then he goes down under a foul from Rashford. And it's going to be a Cherries free kick in their right back position. Rashford fouling Max Aarons there. Didn't really need to foul him. Max Aarons wasn't really going anywhere.
I'm not sure he did. We see it so often.
Just feel a touch and go down, don't you?
But everybody does it nowadays. As soon as they feel a touch in your back, hit the dirt.
Neto takes the goal kick long over halfway into the Manchester United territory. Unal and Cambuala combine. And now the ball back in the left centre-back position with Harry Maguire. Into Fernandes, who chips out to this near-hand side to Diallo, who controls on his chest beautifully. He's got Kirkes for company. Nowhere to go forward though, so ends up going all the way back to his goalkeeper Onana. Now back with Maguire where they started in the left centre-back position. Solanke puts him under a bit of pressure. Unal closes off the angle, forcing Onana long. Dalot heads it over halfway, looking for Diallo. Bournemouth win it back though, and here's Kirkes scarpering down the left-hand side of the box. What can he do from here? Crosses left-footed. It's almost put into his own net there from Cambuala, really. Puts behind though for a Bournemouth corner. Chance for the Cherries.
Yeah, definitely a chance that. Dominic's on the far post, just kicking the post there as he went past. Knew he was in if he could get the ball to him.
Again though, it's the Bournemouth press. They've forced United into an error in their own half, which almost immediately opens up opportunities of a counter-attack. And it's going to be a corner from this near-hand side. Lewis Cook has the ball in hand. It's going to be a right-footed in-swing, a big deep breath from Cook. Left hand goes up, crosses towards the back post. Headed away by Maguire. Christie controls it on his left instep. Chips it back in towards the back post. Fernandez clears. Now Zabani picks up the loose ball. Aaron's on the halfway line out wide to Christie again. Back to Zabani. Man United pegged back, but Bournemouth looking to reset. Down the left-hand side now with Cook. Brings it onto his right foot. Casemiro goes sliding in. It's a good tackle from him, but Man United don't win the ball back, and Cook brings it forward. Tries to play it left, takes a big deflection and falls straight into the path of Febvre on the right. He can get the ball to the byline, shifts onto his left foot, crosses from the back. Solanke's the target, it's headed away. Lewis Cook controls. Right of centre, back out to Aarons. He skips between two defenders. Aarons is going to shoot from distance and it just trickles wide of the far post. Just thought for a second there that somebody might try and slide in at the back post, try and divert that shot goalwards, but they couldn't in the end.
Yeah, I love it though when the full-backs are getting shots in at goal. Cut in from the right-hand side.
Nicely there, Aarons as well. United take the goal kick short. Kambuala gives it straight back to Onana. And then Unal puts the Kambuala under a lot of pressure. Christie in possession for Bournemouth. Now Senesi in the left-back position, chips it over the top, looking for the run of Enes Unal. Maguire does really well to shield it, although doesn't quite do it quite as well as he could have done, and then Onana forced to just clear it straight out of play for a Bournemouth throw-in, right by the corner flag as well.
86 minutes, getting up ahead of steam here.
Throw-in taken. Solanke controls it but can't quite do the full works. Christie picks up the second ball, goes down, wants a penalty, and the referee's given it as a dive. Christie rode the tackle, went over it, and he's booked for his troubles. He's been booked for diving, Ryan Christie, and I think Lewis Cook's just been shown a yellow card as well for dissent.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at it again, I imagine. I have to think, I think Christie did dive.
It's certainly.
Let me see.
I think it was a bit of a dive, to be honest.
It hooked off, yeah.
It's not a penalty, but unfortunately for Bournemouth, that is the fifth yellow card for both Ryan Christie and Lewis Cook of the season.
Yeah, such a good position to be in. Could have took it on, could he? Or it's one of them. You never know.
Free kick to United then, inside their own 18-yard box with 3.5 minutes of normal time to go. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2 here at the Vitality Stadium. Aaron's deep in the Bournemouth right-back position, goes back to Neto, smashes the long ball up into the darkening skies. It's still very much light here on the south coast as the ball is touched all the way back to Neto in the Bournemouth box. He plays a right-footed clearance up towards the halfway line. And it's one in the air by Maguire. I've lost count of how many headers he's won this afternoon, Harry Maguire. He has been colossal from those goal kicks. Mount chips it over the head of Unal, back to Kambuala in the Manchester United half. And then Harry Maguire wanders forward with the ball up towards the halfway line. Fernandez into Casemiro, gets it back, left-hand side. Attacking the Bournemouth box, plays it wide to Rashford. He crosses left-footed, it's towards Højlund, it's headed away by Christie. Casemiro controls it on his left foot, left-hand side of the box, still going onto his right foot. Solanke gets a tackle in, might come for Højlund. Bournemouth can't clear and then eventually do. Wan-Bissaka finds Mason Mount, now Fernandez, still pressure for United, 25 yards from goal. Diallo lays it off for Fernandez, forced backwards though as the ball goes behind him. Now it's out to Diogo Dalot on this near-hand side, still the pressure around the Bournemouth box. Fernandez into Wan-Bissaka, chips it over the top looking for Mason Mount. Kelly gets his body in the way, drops for Diallo, who volleys it well wide. Well, he saw the headlines, didn't he, Amad Diallo, the ball dropping like that.
Yeah, Diallo, I don't think it should have got to him though. I think the goalkeeper there, a bit of communication, he could have just let the ball come through to him from the header.
Goal kick for Bournemouth.
Christie's been unbelievable. Dominic has too, but I quite agree with them. Christie's been amazing.
A couple of really good, solid performances from Bournemouth today. Diogo Dalot picks up the loose ball. Back to Casemiro, now forward to Fernandez. Man United sensing they might be able to get a winner here as they attack Bournemouth again. Left of centre, down the left-hand side it goes to Wan-Bissaka. Left-hand side of the box, cuts it back. Casemiro slips, which allows Bournemouth to just settle on the ball. And now the ball in the left-back position to Kelly. Chips it down the line looking for Unal, who's got Kambuala in his back. Christie picks up the ball and then takes it away from Amad Diallo. Goes down under a foul and gets a free kick for it. Just shy of halfway, right in front of Eric Ten Hag's technical area.
Yeah, they wanted to play. The lads, quick one, but Andoni just said, hey, slow down.
Lloyd Kelly's going to take the free kick. Looks for the run of Enes Unal. Down the left-hand side, Unal uses his body, but the referee's given a free kick. I don't know about them. They're always hard to judge, aren't they? Just because he has pushed the defender out the way. But did he use his shoulder or not? That's the question.
Well, it's a tricky one to play.
Get the free kick
with.
Though.
I've seen them given the other way and just play on.
Onana plays it short to Maguire and then gets it back. The England centre half as the fourth official just readies his board with 20 seconds of normal time to go. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2. Maguire looks over the top looking for Rashford, who controls it on his right instep. Fernandes, Casemiro. Højlund out to Wan-Bissaka. Left hand side of the box, plays it into Casemiro, who's not going to get much pace going from there. And there's going to be 6 added minutes. Unal goes down under a tackle from Kambuala. Referee says play on, and Fernandes brings the ball forward down the left hand side. He's got Wan-Bissaka ahead of him. Good tackle from Lewis Cook. It's a really good tackle, and it's a goal kick. Neto's come steaming off his line to vent his frustration at something, and he's booked for his troubles.
That is some tackle. Lewis has given himself absolutely everything.
And Neto arguing with something. Picks up his 5th yellow card of the season.
I don't think the referee got too much wrong there.
I certainly didn't think he got a lot wrong there.
Yeah. No, not a dive. No.
So a free kick then to Bournemouth, or a goal kick I should say. Neto wanders all the way across the 6-yard box to the other side. And he's going to put this right-footed right back over the halfway line, which he does. It's flicked on by Christie. Senesi then volleys it back over the halfway line. Solanke flicks it on, looking for the run of Kirkez. Dallo uses his body well. And then Christie heads it out of play. He's been everywhere. Ryan Christie has been absolutely everywhere this afternoon.
Keep mentioning his name all over the pitch.
90 seconds into stoppage time of 6 added minutes. Bournemouth 2, United 2. Is there going to be some late drama here at the Vitality? Are we going to see a late winner from one of these two sides? Dallo throws it into Diallo, and then Mount picks up the pieces and then can't keep it in play. Goes down rather hopefully of a free kick that's not going to come. And Bournemouth have a throw in on the halfway line, which Kelly's going to take.
Yeah, he's got a longish one, Kelly. If you can just... Oh, if you just thought now was coming in then, but they've all backed off.
Kelly throws it down the line towards Unal, who controls on his thigh. Left-hand side of the box, he still goes. Unal tries to play it off and gets a corner for his troubles. It's a good bit of play from Unal, the Turkish centre-forward. Just tried to shift it onto his right foot, plays it off the defender. And Bournemouth have a corner in stoppage time.
Well, you get a goal now. There's more than a good chance it finishes the game. But please don't hit the first man.
Willie, you've said that before every corner.
They've only hit him twice, I have to say. All it takes is somebody to run across the front post.
In it comes from Cook towards the front post, flicked on at the near post, and it looked like somebody at the front post didn't quite direct the header right, but Cook crosses again from deep. It's towards the back post. It's hooked behind for another corner as Senesi came steaming into the back post. Corner from the other side this time, and Ryan Christie's going to go over to take it.
Yep, that was a great corner, that one in. Everybody just got beaten by it, but here we go again. Christie, can he take the corner that gets us the winner?
From that far side, Ryan Christie is going to take this corner left-footed. His right arm goes up. Players start jostling in the box. In it comes, left-footed. It's headed away by Casemiro in the middle of the box. Only as far as Cook, though. Back into the box it goes. The shot might come in from Favre. Flies wide, and it's a goal kick. It's one of those awkward ones that's going across the goal as we look at it. You can't tell how close it is to finding that far corner, but I don't think it was very far away. I think it was quite far away in the end.
Yeah, I think it was too. I think it went across the end of the 6-yard box.
Seeing that replay back, it did actually hit Rashford's thigh as it went through. I think that should have been a corner, but hard to tell, of course, from those angles. Bournemouth win the second ball on the halfway line and chip it forward, looking for a run of now. Dallow heads it into Maguire in the left centre-back position. He volleys the clearance long. 2 minutes of added time to go. 2-2 here under the lights at the Vitality. Dallow wins the header. Bournemouth try and win the second ball, and Christie, left-hand side of the box, running at Kambuala, goes one way, then the other, goes down, wants a penalty. The referee thinks and gives it. Bournemouth have a penalty with 90 seconds to go. Ryan Christie knocked it one way round Kambuala, went the other way and was held up. And the referee took his time on that one, Tony Harrington, and points to the penalty spot.
Well, I wonder if there'll be...
What a moment this could be for AFC Bournemouth to win it at the death.
Could be outside, actually.
This is going to be a very, very big VAR check. Was that inside the box from Christie? He runs forward. I think that's...
He's on the line. On the line.
Penalty, that's in it. That's in the box if it's on the line. Yeah. It's on the line from Kambuala. What is the referee going to give here?
There's 2
he steps
feet
in
there.
front of
One's
Christie.
on the
it's
line.
Certainly a penalty.
And one's
certainly
not.
A foul at least. But it's all down to the video assistant referee to decide whether this was inside the box or outside the box. I think either way it's going to be a decision in Bournemouth's favour. But will it be a penalty or will it be a free kick? He goes over the front leg, which is outside the box.
I think it's outside the box.
But his back leg's on the line.
Oh dear.
This is going to take a little bit of time. I think, Willow, this could be quite a controversial one. From my opinion, I think that's outside the box.
We've seen it from a really awkward angle.
Is on the line. Christie goes over him. It's really clever play from Christie. Just knocks it one way, tries to go round the other way. Kambuala steps across him, clearly stops his run.
If he wins us the penalty, and he's man of the match already, I imagine Dominic would take this one.
And just as this game couldn't get any longer, we now have a lengthy VAR check to see whether Bournemouth are going to get a 96th minute penalty or whether they're going to get a free kick right on the line on the edge of the box. We wait. The whistles, I think everybody on their feet looking around in the Vitality Stadium. Everybody's on their feet. What a huge moment in the game.
Kick.
The referee's given a free kick. It's not a penalty, it's a free kick right on the edge of the box. As the decision comes up on the screen, the United fans cheer. And it says incident outside the penalty area with number 53, Willy Kambuala. I think that is the right decision, Willow.
Yeah, me too. And also the right decision here is hit it hard as you can. The keeper might save it and you get a block, you get a knock in. I think it's too close to get it up and down into a top corner. Although there's one or two having a look at it, isn't there?
Enezu now the one that seems to be the most confident. He's the one that's placing the ball and spotting it the way he wants it to be placed.
They got the old draft excluder in.
It is right on the line of the 18-yard box. If Bournemouth can find the back of the net here, this place is going to go delirious. Christie and Unal stand over it then. 97 minutes and 30 seconds go on the clock. We only had 6 added on. A lengthy VAR check to decide if this was going to be a penalty or a free kick. It's been awarded as a free kick. It's right on the edge of the box, on the corner of the D. Neto's coming up and telling Cook to push further forward and just have Max Aarons as the last man. 4 in the Man United wall, 1 line behind, 3 there for the Cherries as well. Is it going to be the left foot of Cook? It's Unal to chip in. It's headed behind for a corner.
No. Very difficult to get it up and down.
You said smash it, Willow.
I think power, and you're looking for some luck. You know, maybe a deflection either, but you can see how difficult it is, how close it is when the wall heads it away.
Corner kick to Bournemouth. Can they make something of this? Surely it's last chance saloon. From the near side, Lewis Cook Takes a big deep breath and crosses right-footed towards the back post it goes. Onana catches it, and then they're going to try and start a counter-attack, are they? He bowls it out looking to Bruno Fernandes. Lewis Cook getting back down the line, it goes to Amad Diallo, falling over the ball though. Still in possession, Diallo. Midway inside the Bournemouth half, Fernandes rolls out of his body and switches the play. Into the Bournemouth half they go. Midway inside now with Wan-Bissaka attacking down the left. Mason Mount picks up the pieces on the corner of the 18-yard box. Can Man United break Bournemouth hearts? Mason Mount onto his right foot. Midway inside the Bournemouth half still. Dallo, across we're going to this right-hand side now. Back with Dallo, midway inside the Bournemouth half. United had a bit of a stalemate. They're not going forward, they're not going backwards at this moment. Camboila under pressure from Christie. They're being forced back by 3 Cherries players. Fernandes hoofs it long, looking for Maguire. He flicks it on, looking for Rashford. Hoyland left-hand side of the box. Is there going to be a chance? Can United muster a shot? Cleared away by Bournemouth. Referee checks his watch and blows the final whistle. Well, boos ring around the Vitality. A couple of controversial decisions made by the referee. I don't think he did too much wrong though from my perspective, but it's been a pulsating game here in Dorset. A really, really entertaining 90 minutes or 96 minutes of football. Some really strong Bournemouth performances. The players all stand. They look like they've run off their feet, and they most certainly have. It's been a fantastic game, Willow, hasn't it? It's finished 2-2.
Yes, look, there's been some performances this season that I've really enjoyed, and this is getting up there on reflection with the best of them. But some of the passing, some of the movement, some of the wing play. The only criticism is that the chances we made we didn't put away. But listen, it's been a fantastic performance, and you sort of keep expecting stuff like this. This is how good we are. We're playing against Manchester United, not somebody down the bottom of the league. And we've really been unfortunate not to beat them.
It was announced after 85 minutes that Ryan Christie was the man of the match, Willow, but I'm just trying to think. There was some really, really good performances. Kluivert, Cook, Christie, Solanke.
You could go through them, but I think collectively the team as a whole, it was a real team effort as well. And the passing was absolutely spot on. Referee getting booed off. In all fairness, I don't think he got too much wrong neither. But there you go. When penalty decisions that go against you are always going to be a problem. But it's been a real good evening.
Well, Bournemouth don't lose to United in a season for the first time. Really, really good from them. We'll get all the post-match reactions shortly. But we'll hand back to Adam Blackmore in the studio now. But full time here at the Vitality Stadium. It's been a brilliant game. It's finished Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2.
And we'll sum things up in detail with Willow in just a moment. Good evening, everyone.
This is BBC Radio Solent Sport.
Well, it was so close. As Rob just said, they haven't lost to Manchester United over 2 games, but how good would it have been, A, if there had been a penalty at the end, and B, if they'd have done a league double? Who'd have thought that about Bournemouth and Manchester United 10 years ago? Times have changed. In the end, they were pegged back. What a great game, though.
Plays the ball forward to Hoyland, who's got some space, but it's a heavy touch from him, and then Solanke trying to wrestle with Camboila, and he's done well. Dom Solanke running at Camboila. Solanke with the chance, edge of the box, gets the shot away and scores! Dom Solanke with the low drive. Gets his 16th or 17th goal of the season, I should say. Celebrates in front of the Bournemouth crowd. He had Camboila on toast there, Dom Solanke. Ran down the middle, shifted onto his right foot, shot towards the near corner. And the diving Onana could not get anywhere near it. Bournemouth have won, Manchester United 0. Rashford on the edge of the area, still in possession for United. Tees up Garnacho towards the byline, pulls it back towards Fernandes. It's going to fall for Fernandes, who smashes it into the roof of the net. The goal stands. Bournemouth wants something. It's unclear if that goal is going to stand or not. That will certainly be checked. Kluivert, left-hand side of the box, running at Camboila. Shifts onto his right foot, shoots, goals and scores! That's a magnificent goal from Justin Kluivert. Shifts the ball onto his right foot, shoots low, straight through Onana. And Justin Kluivert has goal number 6 for the season and restores Bournemouth's lead. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 1. What a finish that was. Tony Harrington back in his spot, puts the whistle to his lips. Fernandes steps up, right-footed and scores. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, rolls it into the corner. Fernandes has his second of the game. And United are back on level terms for the second time this afternoon. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 2.
Terrific commentary from Rob Sills and John Williams this evening at the Vitality Stadium. Our fourth commentary of the afternoon here on BBC Radio Solent Sport. So frustrating for Bournemouth. The Manchester United penalty gets them a point. Who'd have thought? They've got a long way to go still under Eric Ten Hag, but Bournemouth has shown real progress this season. The way that Andoni Iraola has set them up this afternoon shows just that. So a 2-2 draw for them. Manchester United stay 7th on 49 points, a point behind Newcastle, who had a great win this lunchtime against Tottenham, a win that put Tottenham below Aston Villa, even though Villa haven't played, back into 5th just because they lost so much goal difference getting thrashed 4-0. The Cherries, that point puts them on 44 points, level with Brighton, same games played. They're in 10th on 44, Bournemouth 11th on goal difference, and Chelsea, with 2 games in hand on those two, are 9th, also on 44 points. So they're 6 points off 6th place Newcastle and only 5 points behind Manchester United. Cherries fans, I think that makes it a pretty good season already, don't you? So we've got, 20 minutes to go. Rob will try and get reaction to us on air before we go off air at 8 o'clock at the end of a 6-hour football extravaganza.